about this? Just start
Told
with
me I was.
Heat, the
No, I
first
know I
song,
am, but
and then
no
you
acting
listen to the
on
whole
the
album.
trigger.
The whole
No,
album
I
is
don't.
great.
Teeth off which
I
saturation?
don't like how everybody's yelling at me. It's fucking pissing me off.
I don't like how Alex is so big.
The way it works, though. The
Eli,
way it
where's our
definitely-
where's
the
our
way-
email?
Hey, what's up, bitches?
The way it definitely works.
Yeah,
is-
Looks familiar?
The way it definitely works
Hey,
is
look,
saturation
surprised
2,
I ain't ten on that
saturation 1, then 3.
Second
Boom. Boom.
If you want to listen to the
So,
best one,
Sunset
Saturation-
Boulevard. Niggas on
saturation.
the sunset.
Hold on, I'm famous.
What did you just say?
Boom. Boom. He can say it, he's black.
Well, I'm black.
Boom. And boom.
All I'm saying is
Saturation 1.
Teeth is all
Saturation
Amir.
one.
Gold is everyone. Gold is
What?
the best song.
Wait, what?
Saturation 1 is great. Saturation
Yo.
2 is great. Saturation 3 is
Fire.
great.
Fire.
Hey,
I'm
boom. Boom. Boom.
Okay,
wanna say
buddy.
it.
Can we get this guy off the screen
I don't
already?
want to say it.
I'm the
I don't
biggest.
I'm
wanna-
gonna
I'm the biggest
focus on
boy
Tyler.
here.
This is Tyler's stream now.
Dude,
No, you can't do that.
No,
You
Tyler,
can't do that. No.
You can't do that.
kiss you on the mouth if you don't think Gold is the best song.
You actually can't do
No.
that.
Tyler, we're gonna get
Brockhampton?
banned.
Yeah, Gold by Brockhampton's fucking. It's like
Wait.
such a, like a smooth and like you're smooth.
Wait, hold on. You're gonna say that Gold is the best song, but then you're also gonna.
Okay, I don't think it's the
Hold
best
on,
song, but
hold
it's
on.
a good song that encapsulates the whole
No, hold on.
entirety of
No,
Brockhampton.
but-
Teeth is the
no,
best
hold
song.
on, hold on.
Teeth
But
is
then-
easily the best
But then
song.
both of you are gonna sleep on this fucking song right here,
It's
dude.
really
This
good to
song?
do
This
this.
song right
Hello?
here? Just listen to it.
Saturation 2?
Wait. Yo, I can't. Wait, what did he do? I don't know what happened.
Ooh, that you're right. You're about, like this is a good song.
Now that I'm close to the microphone, everyone will listen to me.
Teeth is still the best. I don't.
Alright,
give a
let's find
fuck.
something to do. Let's find something to do.
Wait,
What,
hold
is
on,
this
but
not entertaining?
Alex.
No.
Just
I
so
agree.
you know, Alex,
Teeth is
just
still
so
the
you
best
know,
song.
Saturation 2 is the best out of the
It's
six.
not.
You see what I'm
No,
doing?
It's not.
No, it is. It is. It is.
Saturation 2 is the best.
Teeth?
Saturation 1, 3, 2. 2's the worst one.
Yeah.
Right, who are you turning down?
There we go. That's perfect.
Teeth is the fucking best song of.
No, Teeth is not the best
No,
song.
keep him down that low.
Teeth is not the best
Teeth
song
is
of Brockhampton.
Teeth is definitely up there.
Teeth is
though.
good.
Anybody named Keith is an idiot.
Well, this is the perfect
Wow.
volume.
I
Oh,
agree,
God.
but Keith
That
is
was
the
my
gross
uncle.
ass name.
But
And
Gold,
he passed away.
Gold is such a
That means
good
that's
mood.
bad.
You're
Oh,
just
Gold-
fucking
Gold just-
grooving.
It's a great
and
mood.
chilling
I'm
and
just
fucking-
saying.
But wait, I was.
Song-wise,
You know what? You know
Teeth
what? else?
only has a
Wait,
mirror,
I wanna
dude.
try
He's not even
something.
in Brockhampton anymore, dude.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
even
you're
catch
not
me with that
wrong.
shit.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But the lyrics are fucking fire as shit.
Okay. Again, you guys keep sleeping on some songs like from Saturation 3.
Oh, I can't do that.
Rental is a banger. I'll give you that.
Rental
I
is
fucking love
the
Rental.
best song.
I
of
No,
love
no, 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 no.
I
The
love
beat
Rental.
is so fire, but I'm saying the lyrics
I
wise,
Love
Teeth is still
Rental.
the best.
And then hold on.
I need
Hold on.
all.
Hold on. And
Teeth
then,
is still the best.
and then I'm gonna hit you with Zipper. Zipper is
Zipper?
like
Zipper's
fucking
good.
No,
that
but
shit's
I don't
slap.
think you understand.
Music
Teeth
is
like-
subjective, everyone.
Dude,
It's
I've
subjective.
been
Everyone
on
has their own
Brockhampton
fucking
since Saturation
no,
1 came out. Not gonna lie.
Everyone has their own fucking preferences.
Saturation
to
1
this
came
song.
out.
But
Dude,
like,
Saturation
let's-
1 came out. My homie played me the first song. They played me Heat. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And they were like, dude, trust me, it's different. I'm like, okay. And I was like, I wanted to fight
remember-
someone off Saturate on fucking Heat. I was like, fuck, no. I'm like, let's go. Dude.
I
I
remember-
like listening to anime
And then I
girls
listened to
lick my
Resident, I'm
ear, and some other person might like
oh my god.
listening to
oh my
toes.
I second that. I second that.
Like,
The first song I ever
People
heard
think
from
different things.
Brockhampton was Gold.
My first was Heat, and that was my introduction, and that was like a perfect introduction.
And then I listened to Saturation, and I was hooked. And then Saturation
so
2
good,
came
dude.
out. And then when Saturation 2 came out, my favorite song still to this day is definitely fucking
I'm
out of
sorry, dude.
out of every single Brockhampton
10
song,
times out of 10, dude.
Mine
Sweet.
mine might be Bleach.
Sweet.
I'm a-
is
I'm a
the
basic
best
bitch.
Brockhampton
Mine's might be
song
Bleach.
ever,
I
because it's
hate
such
all of
a
you.
that shit's
But
slaps.
Sweet.
Or
Ooh.
Jello.
I'm
Or
sorry,
Jell-O.
but
Jell-O.
Teeth has the best beat out of any song you'll
I
ever
love
He's a
love
rapist.
hear.
Rapist.
He is a rapist, but
I
that's
love-
a fire ass
I love
beat.
I love
You
Bleach.
feel me?
I love Bleach because of
Shut the fuck up.
Matt
Teeth,
Champion's
though, has
Bleach
the best
shots.
beat.
Matt Champion's lines are fucking
It's fire.
so good,
it's
dude.
fire.
Okay.
But the
I-
Teeth
hey,
with the lyrics.
Bleach
Colin?
is such a mood for
Colin.
me.
No,
'cause
Colin.
I'm a sad boy.
Teeth
Okay, Bleach
with-
it got me, dude. I'm fucking.
Colin. I'm
Mm.
completely there with you with Matt Champion. Matt Champion's my favorite out of all of them.
I agree, Riku.
Matt's been my favorite. So so
He's
long.
my favorite.
No, but like the combination of Teeth with the lyrics
Phone ringing,
is
phone. Nobody
so
get my house phone. Ooh.
fucking fire.
Alright.
I think
Okay.
if there's some people who think it's okay to shoot another man, then I think
Okay.
that people can have different
can't
thoughts about
help.
songs.
Bleach is
Okay.
so good, dude.
Okay, but
The
if we're talking
lyrics?
about Brockhampton and Sad Boy Hours, this is the best Sad Boy Hours song from Brockhampton.
Face.
This is the best.
That's the first saturation.
Okay, sad boy hours maybe, but like if we're talking about like
If we're
pure,
Oh, dude, we're
No,
playing Animal
okay.
Crossing now.
Wait, okay.
Okay.
Are
Oh,
we-
hell yeah.
Alex coming in clutch.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's content.
Wait,
That's quality content.
let me zoom in on
talking
that.
about lyrics with fucking beat,
Oh wait, I could just
Why-
focus.
Teeth is
There we go. Oh God, what
Teeth?
happened?
Okay,
Hold
I
on.
like Teeth, right?
Teeth. No, but
There
like
we go. We're good now.
lyrics-
It's just so hard. Only one. It's only a mirror. It doesn't encapsulate the.
I'm
I
out of
understand
here.
that it's only
There's
one.
so
frickin-
many people in the group that.
I understand that.
An
But the
album.
beat.
I'm gonna take a shot to this. I'm taking a shot to this song because this is one of my also favorites. This one
What am I
right here.
trying to
Dude,
do?
So
Boogie,
I'm taking a
Boogie is
shot. Here we
Boogie's a
go.
banger. Boogie's a banger. Boogie's a banger. I fucking love Junkie fucking 2.
Junkie is
Or
fucking- that
off of
shit
3.
slaps.
Off 2. Boogie's a
Junkie is
banger.
Junkie.
It starts off so hard, dude. I was like,
Oh, it's that.
So honestly, anything that focuses on Matt Champion, Kevin Abstract, or Amir, those are the classics.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the classics.
But now it's switched from Amir to Bareface and what's his name? What's that other sad boy name?
The
What's his name,
fuck?
dude?
Joba,
Joba, yeah. It's Amir and Joba. I
but
like
off
those
of
two names.
off of their latest album, Ginger, my
It's-
favorite song is Boy Bye.
Hawaiian
What?
burgers
Ah.
though.
I like No Halo. Sugar, I think Sugar's my favorite. How do I turn you down, Alex?
Hey, exclamation mark massage.
Oh shit! I need to buy fucking thing before I get not drunk.
How do I turn Alex down? This is too,
Don't-
he's too
You just
loud.
right click on
Swear,
his
stop.
face or on his Animal Crossing.
I actually was planning on getting drunk and then buying Animal Crossing while I was drunk, so I didn't feel bad about it.
Alex, can you mute
What
your
the-
fucking audio?
Nope.
Fucker.
No, I need to hear it.
I think it's decent.
All right, here I go.
There we go.
No.
Riku remembers exclamation mark Ashley.
What?
Ashley, where'd your webcam go?
I'm trying to figure out why my Streamlabs isn't like recording anything when I do window capture.
Wait, are you playing on your computer? Like, I don't
Me?
understand. Yeah.
Animal Crossing on
Oh,
Steam.
I have that Elgato, so I can stream it to my computer basically.
I remember when you got that.
All I'm saying is
Yeah,
that
I don't.
Crossing is way too loud.
Oh, I
You
know.
can't turn him down. I don't like it.
Oh,
Eli, why is my window capture not working?
Yeah, it's broken for me too. Don't worry.
Oh.
I just bought.
I'm kind of stuck with monitor capture. Or display
Wow,
capture.
have a
Tyler, you're
Switch, Tyler?
cool.
Do I have a Switch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a Switch.
Do
I've had
I?
a Switch. I've had a Switch since
Do I
like,
have a
the
Switch?
came out, dude.
I don't know.
Come on.
Dude,
Alright, I
fucking
own...
Alex, turn your shit down. You're literally louder than everyone else. I can't turn it down.
Shit, I just bought Animal Crossing. What the fuck is wrong with me? Who wants
Colin,
to take a
look
who
at
wants-
this.
Who wants to take a shot? What the
Huh?
fuck is
Look,
wrong
what am I
with
looking
you?
at?
I think
Your
that's
guy.
a
Huh?
bad
You ain't got shit.
Hey, hey, who wants to
You
take
fucking
a shot?
looking cool.
Yo, I'll take a shot. Hold on.
Ashley,
I gotta go to my house to get
Tyler's
my
a
alcohol.
Oh fuck.
Matt.
I'm trying to listen to
he's not
music,
there.
talk to my boys about Brockhampton and how fucking good they are.
Oh,
Hey,
Ashley?
who-
Jackbox?
who- Hey, wait, Jackbox?
We could.
I'm
Can
Ashley?
we all agree that Iridescence is like okay?
Iridescence is alright. I didn't care for it when it came out. Google, shut the fuck up, please.
What's Jackbox?
It's a game.
It's a fun game that you just play on your cell phone.
Wait,
But
I
Alex,
put myself on stage.
I just bought Animal Crossing, so I
Yo, we can play that right now.
No, I'm definitely not starting right now.
Why? This game takes no mental power,
Dude, I just want to listen to Brockhampton.
which I know
Oh,
you
shit.
don't have.
Because I kind of do want to listen to Brockhampton, and also
Ghost Trigger was kind of fire though.
Alex. Okay.
Eh,
now that
I'm gonna
Matt's-
go through.
I'm just saying. Now that Matt's kind of not just constantly interrupting, just listen
Alright.
to Saturation 1, 2, and 3, and you'll find songs you really like.
Yeah.
I actually didn't listen to any of you. All I
Holy
heard was
shit.
Sugar
Guys, look.
started
Sugar
playing.
is great.
We can become famous.
Literally Google.
Why?
Like, Spotify
Look at this
brought
guy
it
in
up.
chat.
Wait, we can be
Listen to
famous?
the top 10.
You can
Like,
buy
that's it.
followers?
He
Oh,
knows
shit,
he
they're
knows
fire.
how to make us famous.
Oh, dude, can you make me a
Oh, Paul!
what are those
Actually-
called? The stream outlines, the
What?
overlay. Can you make us overlays too?
Can we play Jackbox?
We can, if everyone's down.
I'm
Ashley,
down.
when was the last time your chair was moved?
Alex, can you?
When I
I'm
came
boring
home.
it.
I need to see it on your screen.
Could you tell that your chair has been moved?
Yes, I can.
Damn it. I
How
mean,
mad are
Because
you?
pull
the
up
wheels
Discord.
were not. It was
I
like
mean, click
completely.
this button. Shit. Stop
it back to
sharing
normal?
screen. You gotta
Not really.
turn my
but
camera
it'll
back
do.
on.
Will it ever be back to the
Here you
perfect?
go. Alright?
No.
Here you go.
Alright,
I put
cheers,
the
let's
wheels
go,
in the
boys.
spot and it wasn't the same, so I don't know.
Probably
Jesus
gonna
Christ.
black out tonight, boys. Let's go.
Hey.
That's what I'm talking about.
Almost blacking out right now.
Alex, we got you on full screen for that one.
It just fucking.
Alex, didn't you?
I
black out
inhaled.
Alex, didn't you black out last week?
No, wait, what?
I remember you came in and you were like, "Oh, blacked out."
Oh yeah,
Nice.
that was a joke. But listen, I blacked out while I was saying that. So.
All right.
This,
How
like,
about
half the time.
for
Ashley,
Put me on the big screen. Put me on the big screen, Eli. This is me like half the time we're talking.
wait? All I
It's just
see
your
is
game.
yeah. It's your game.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Oh.
I agree.
Wow, I'm pretty drunk right now. Not gonna lie.
You're what?
I'm pretty drunk.
Drink more. Drink more.
All right, guys. How
I'll
about
drink some more water.
moving on
Chill.
from a dumb music conversation? How about
Ashley's
we-
got Jack's.
a
Jack-
que- a
Jackbox.
question?
Motherfucker, Brockhampton's so.
A
fucking
question
sweet right
for
now.
all
They're
of us.
actually blowing
Okay,
up.
here we
It's
go.
insane.
Question for
You
all
know
Alright.
of
what,
us.
honestly, in terms of since you're a music person.
Hey, wait,
Music?
Tyler, we're
Huh?
we're moving on.
You
this-
should listen
this-
to Brockhampton.
I have.
Who the fuck
it's
is
good.
clapping?
Stop clapping, Alex!
Stop it!
Dog.
Dude, I'm
Mike-
gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out. Who is
Turn
it?
that shit off. I know you can.
My question that I have.
Who
I
the
fucking hear you. I'm gonna suck your dick. Honest to God. Next time you're here, I'm gonna kiss you on the mouth.
I'm gonna
Honest
freak
to
out.
God.
I'm gonna kick him
Honest to
out
God.
of the hall.
I'll
I
fucking
turned it
do
down, dude.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
freak
you
out.
fucking understand. I'll do it. I've done it to 4 other dudes. I'll kiss you on the mouth.
Alex, I'm gonna kick you
We
out.
know. I'm here. Okay, chill out.
All right.
Next time you're in
I have a
Kiss you on the
question.
mouth.
Okay, you have a question. Go.
This person, this is a question coming in straight from someone stationed in North Carolina. Am I the asshole for booking up an entire row of seats on a flight just for myself?
Yes.
This
No,
this
actually,
this
no.
woman is 32 years old
Right
and,
now?
and broke her leg in
Isn't it
two places.
332?
You can refrain from the questions for the time being.
Okay, question. In this
No,
current
He
No,
just
I
said
j-
refrain from
Shut
did-
up!
in the
open
current
these
climate,
things.
in
All
the
right,
current social climate.
This was 2 months ago. Okay, you
2
get
months
that was your one question for now. 32
Um,
years old, booked a whole seat of flights.
Yes.
A couple
you're an
couple next to her
Yes, you're an asshole.
approached her, said,
Yes, you're the asshole.
Shut
"Can
the
I
fuck
use
up.
this
Colin,
seat?
Shut up.
Can I use the seat?" The woman said, "I'm sorry, but I need them to like lift elevate my leg because it'd be such a pain and my leg would fucking die if it had to sit normally."
What ass
So-
Reddit are you on?
It's am I the asshole?
Is it an
Oh.
actual truth that she needs the space to elevate her leg?
No.
Or
Yes.
her leg would
They
die?
have a certain amount of well, yeah, no.
Well, no.
she's
because
basically just having she has her leg wait this is the wrong leg.
They fill
Her legs up like
an
this on the
airplane
seats.
she's not an
based on
asshole.
how many
She's
tickets,
not
right?
an asshole because
So-
they're already limiting the amount of people that are going to be on a plane.
This
Yeah.
was 2 months ago.
Okay.
Yes.
Then yes. She's
So-
an asshole.
Wait.
Because
I mean, she
Wait,
paid
needs
for
all
it.
the
She paid for
physical
these-
all
attribute-
3 of those tickets.
Yes,
She-
it's
No, it doesn't. She's not an asshole.
She
not
paid
bad.
for these seats, and the flight attendant came over because a couple wanted to use those seats. And then the flight attendant was like, "Yes, those are your seats, but it's very selfish." And then
No.
basically she was like, "Dude, I bought these seats." And then
She's not the asshole.
the couple left, calling her a selfish bitch.
Oh, that's
No,
mean.
she's not.
I would say it's a
she's
pet,
not
like,
Okay. But I can see the couple's point of view because if I was me and my friend was traveling and the only way we could sit together was if those seats, I'd be like, okay, she's kind of being selfish because I didn't know her situation.
No,
But
but
for
you
her-
guys bought tickets late enough that
That's
you didn't
Not
pick the seats.
necessarily true. We
And
bought
she's
the
clearly
tickets.
has her leg up, and there's a reason for the seats to be there.
I
Yes,
don't think she's
not
an asshole.
No,
I don't
How
think
do
she's
you-
an
how
asshole.
is-
you had enough.
How do you clearly display that your leg needs to be up without
Like
it
this.
being in a cast?
Her leg is up.
Okay, but like you could just be like, oh yeah, I'm comfortable as fuck right now, and just have your leg up.
She's got a cast on her leg. It's broken
Okay,
in
she has
two
a
places.
cast,
But, like-
that's fine. But like,
But
if
yeah,
she doesn't have
also-
anything other than just like fucking jeans and a t-shirt, if she has that, like no, you can't tell.
But also, she paid for them, so unless she's getting some
Yeah,
kind of
she's not-
compensation
She did pay for
I
back,
100% agree that she's not the asshole, but I can see where they're coming from and be like, oh, she's the asshole.
I also agree that
Yeah,
she's not
but-
the asshole.
But you're thinking
Yeah.
of like she's the asshole because you bought tickets late, so you
No,
couldn't
no.
sit next to each other.
No. I don't think she's the asshole, but I can see where the people are coming from.
Yeah, no, I
calling
know
her
what
a
you're
bitch.
saying, but like that reason is that you bought tickets late.
No,
She's
I
an
don't.
asshole because of she doesn't want to share those 2 seats next to each other.
okay, do we
No,
want
I said
I
that
feel like-
reason, but it's not valid.
3 or 4?
I feel like if I was in that couple situation, I'd probably call them an asshole. I'd probably call them the
I would
asshole.
100%
The
call them
the
asshole.
girl with
As
the cast.
But since
as
I'm not in
someone-
that situation, I wouldn't call them the
as someone
asshole.
who has
Yeah,
traveled
I
with
understand that.
friends, as someone who's traveled with friends long distances, on a long distance
Yeah,
flight,
I've
you
done
want to
that.
be with your friends. You like you be like, what the fuck, asshole? Like
Yeah,
on a
I've taken
6-hour
so
flight.
many-
12-hour
just don't
flight,
like
you'd
how
be
the
No,
"Yeah,
flight
the friend
can I
attendant-
sit
thing
with my
I don't
homies?"
agree with because that's
Dude,
like
you don't want to sit with your friends for a 12-hour fucking flight.
Nope.
I mean, yes, I do, but
wanna
in the
sleep.
ticket situation, you could have paid for tickets that were next to each other.
Or
I'm-
yeah, you could have paid earlier.
I'm cool with just
Yeah.
napping. I don't need my
See
friends.
Planned it
This
out.
person sitting next to 2 other seats, and be like, yo, I could just sit next to my homie and fall asleep on their fucking shoulder and be fine.
But if you literally see her with
But
the cast,
don't-
I would be
you
like,
don't
no.
know that she paid for those seats. And
Yeah, you do because
you don't.
what do
They got the
Yes, you
flight
do.
attendant, and then she was like, "Yeah,
yeah, you
this
asked the flight
person
attendant, and no one would do that unless they paid for them. Like,
What I don't like is that
Dude.
the flight attendant.
and you shouldn't be
When
going
I was-
on a
when
flight.
I was-
Why did the flight attendant
when
have
I
to
was going to
deal with
fucking
this?
when I was traveling in Asia, there's someone with had a whole ass row, and they were like, "Can't sit here. My family's sitting here." And when we took off, no one was fucking sitting there. Dead ass.
Okay,
People
well,
would use
this
any
time,
fucking excuse.
The flight attendant did come
No.
over, And she was like, "Oh yeah,
People
like you
use
did pay
any
for them."
excuse.
The flight attendant was like, while you did pay for these seats, you're being rather selfish because it's a booked up flight, and why can't you just be more accommodating to others?
She
Well,
has a
she has a
broken leg.
cast, and she.
No,
Yeah.
I 100% agree with the person that has the broken leg that needs it elevated.
No, the friends thing I don't agree with because you can suck it up for a flight and not sit with your friend if you didn't pay for seats that are next
But
to each
what
other.
I'm saying is, if I'm the outside person and I don't know their need, I think they're just being an
But
asshole.
after knowing their need, they then
But
called
when
her
I
a
know
selfish
that
bitch.
they need it, or their leg's gonna fucking die because they need it elevated so the blood doesn't clot and shit like that, I'd get it. But being an outside person that doesn't understand the situation, or just being a stupid person and doesn't need, oh yeah, their leg needs to be elevated, I'd get it.
For more context, this was North Carolina to California, so like 6 hours. I don't know how long that is.
It's like 5.
I know it's like
That's
like 5.
It's like 5
It's around
hours.
5 there,
That's
but it,
like
it takes longer
the
to
whole
go
of
5 and a
west.
half.
North America.
It's not a 12-hour flight. It's not that bad.
That's crazy.
Alright.
Take your fucking hat.
All right, am I the asshole for gagging
takes
while chewing
about-
dinner?
Wait, no, I think it's
It
Jack
takes about
Jackbox
5 hours.
time.
It takes about 5 hours.
All right, am I the asshole
I'm
for
a national
gagging while
champion.
chewing
I
dinner
can't
that my
taste it.
husband and son made for me?
No, because
Wait,
some
what?
people's cooking is pretty bad.
I mean,
Wait, what was the question?
Am I the asshole for gagging while chewing dinner that my husband and son made for me?
no.
No, because
some-
it's
No.
the
some
husband
people-
and son, dude. We're
Because
fucking.
if the
Some
husband
people know how to
knows,
cook.
if the husband
Yeah,
is
we
cooking
just
dinner for
don't
you,
know.
and he's your husband, and he's a recent age,
What?
he knows that he's not good at cooking. He
This is two
knows.
different questions, Matt. Don't bring.
I literally just got here.
I know. You got in at the tail end of the last of the question.
Am I an asshole for
No, no.
Matthew, don't new question.
New
Am I an
question.
asshole
New
for
question.
gagging for the meal that my husband and
Okay.
son cooked for
Son.
me?
No, that's not.
No.
Who gives a fuck?
No.
What the
Wait,
fuck?
no, hold on.
I can
Let's-
read the story to paint the picture.
Hold
Okay.
on. No, don't read it.
No, it's okay.
Think about this. I have an idea of like, okay, so think about this. Let's say the husband knows how to cook and the kid like
Okay,
is
well,
being-
no.
Well, that's not the
that's
situation.
bull
Give me-
fucking
no,
shit.
no, it
If
doesn't
he
matter
knows
what the
how to cook,
situation
it
is.
wouldn't be a bad fucking meal in
No.
the first place.
No. Okay, never mind.
What you're saying isn't the scenario.
Shut-
You're making up your own scenario
what I'm
about around the
saying-
question.
All I'm saying is
I'm
that
making- well,
the
yeah,
dad
I'm
knows he's a
making up
bad
my own
cook.
scenario
But that's
around
not the
question.
scenario. I
at
need
that
to like
point- no,
give
at
the
that point,
context.
he knows he's a bad cook.
No, the context of the question is just something you're taking off of Reddit. You just asked us the main question. I'm just saying, like,
Well,
in our
I'm-
own scenario. Hold on. In our own scenario, before you even mention the question, before you mention the context, let's just say, like, the mom knows how to cook, right?
Mhm.
Wait, is it the mom or the dad? I forgot.
Mom.
This is the
Mom
perspective
knows
of the
how
mom.
to cook, or the dad is the one that cooked.
Okay.
The son and
dad's the one that
husband.
cooked.
Let's say that the mom is like a chef or whatever the fuck, and then the dad and the kid, they've cooked before and it's not been bad, but this time they tried and it was like it just tasted shitty. I don't think it's okay to judge, but like in the case of like what?
What? Wait, no, it is okay to judge.
No.
How?
No.
It's
When I'm
100%
saying,
okay
like,
to judge, dude. You're fucking.
when I'm-
Your
if your
fucking
kid-
4-year-old help
if
you to
your-
cook,
if
dude.
your
He
kid
threw
is, like,
fucking
cooking you
in a
food,
goddamn
you're not gonna go
beef
like,
stew.
ah!
Like, what the fuck,
you.
dog?
Ah!
He doesn't know what
Why would
fucking
you do
flavor-
that?
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up.
Wait,
I'm gonna back up. I'm back. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna
Obviously,
throw up.
you're not directing this at the kid. You're directing this at the fucking husband. What the
That's
fuck?
Yeah.
That's still fucked up because that's your partner.
No,
Why
it's-
would
Alright.
you do that to them?
No.
Well,
that's-
no,
okay,
it's good. It's
Well, if
constructive
it's your-
criticism.
If it's
'Cause
your
he's
partner
not
a
and
fucking
your
How about
kid
this?
cooking,
How about
your
this?
partner
How about
didn't
this?
stop your fucking kid from
Hold on. How about this?
contributing.
Okay, let's forget about the kid for a second. Put yourself in this
No,
situation
if you
where
forget
The
about
situation's
your-
like
that's not
so.
the supposed
Your
case.
idea-
That's not
no.
the supposed
Hey.
case. The supposed case is the
No.
kid
If you-
and the significant other
No,
fucking
I'm
started
proposing-
cooking.
I'm
And the fucking
propo-
kid threw
I'm
jelly
pro-
beans in a goddamn beef stew. That's
I'm-
not gonna taste good.
No, I want to hear what Tyler has
proposing-
to say. 'Cause this, at this
I am-
point, it's fucking ridiculous.
No, I am.
Tyler
proposing
can't talk.
something- Yeah, seriously. I'm proposing a different situation real quick. I know it's not the exact thing that Eli mentioned, but like, let's
What's the
propose
point
that.
then? What's the fucking point?
That's
Colin,
what. That's
shut
what. That's
up.
what. I agree with you.
Colin, shut up.
Eli agrees with me.
I haven't even said anything.
Okay.
So the proposed situation is that, let's say that the husband is cooking for this wife, and the wife is a chef, right? And he cooks her a dinner that doesn't taste like that great, right? But she has it in her heart. She just can't like tell him straight up, like, okay, this is fucking awful.
That's not a real relationship, then.
If
I don't like-
it's
I
a
don't like
relationship
This
built
scenario
off of
doesn't
trust
matter.
and confidence, she'd
I
be
don't
like,
like the
honey,
fucking
no.
basis of this
See,
relationship is
see,
based
that's
on.
honey,
the
she'd
thing.
be.
That's
If
the
this
thing.
was a good
That's the
relationship that was built off of trust, she'd be like, honey, this is not a great. This is not a
See,
great.
that's the
Exactly,
thing.
I agree.
I
with
will
Colin on this
help
point.
you
No one-
develop
no,
your
right,
palate
no.
and help you
No
develop your
one-
cooking skills.
right.
But
No,
that's not the
no one-
case, my guy.
No one ever fucking does that. No one.
That's
will
not
ever,
true.
like,
That's not
no.
true at all.
What? Okay, with your past girlfriends that have cooked for you,
Girlfriends
were
are
you-
fucking.
Were you,
the
did
fuck
you,
is it?
Did you ever?
Wow, it
go
just
like,
looked like you
"Oh,
got
that was
censored.
terrible."
That cut out. That was insane.
Wait.
My
wait,
ex
they're
girlfriend
are you
would
talking about me?
fucking
Yeah.
cook
Yeah.
string
happened?
cheese and pasta.
You, like,
in
cut
the
out for a
fucking
second.
microwave, and she'd be like,
String
meal
cheese and
perfecto.
pasta?
The
I don't think
girlfriends
about it.
are-
string
Huh?
cheese pasta
Would
and
you tell
fucking
me if I
olive
cook
oil. She'd be like,
something
oh,
awful?
what a good
Tell me
fucking
Okay.
meal.
Yeah, probably.
You're
Wait,
fucking
hold on,
disgusting. And
hold
she'd be
on.
like, I love it.
Is,
Everyone
okay,
shut the
here's-
fuck
here's
up.
the- here's
All
the
I gotta
question.
say is
Here's the real
Animal
question.
Crossing
Stevie,
has worse fishing compared to Stardew Valley.
No,
That's all
it
I'm
really
saying.
no,
Hold on.
I-
Yeah.
Hold on.
Like, what the fuck am I watching?
Real question,
It's not complex. It's not complex
Stevie.
enough
It's
for
not.
me.
Now we know what Tyler does. Look at him. Look at this animal.
One button.
real question.
You literally gotta
Stevie.
wait for it to go under. That's it.
Like, what the fuck is this garbage?
It
Guys,
actually makes me
Tyler's trying to talk. Tyler's trying to talk.
Sorry,
Stevie,
Okay, yeah, what's up?
has Ashley ever made you something that you disliked?
ooh,
No,
Dude, I'm a bomb fucking chef.
because
So
I'm pretty sure
that's not a good comparison.
like the main thing that she's made me is salmon,
Salmon.
which salmon
Ashley's good
is
at
her
making salmon.
literal specialty.
Okay.
the fucking shoku.
And I can
Ashley
make
is
really
insane.
good pasta.
Yes, that too.
I'm a
That
pretty
goes
bomb
hand in
chef,
hand.
not gonna
Can
lie.
I give the
but, like,
actual
What I
scenario
will
though?
say,
Made salmon and pasta.
my
Wait,
past
wait.
girlfriend only
the
made
fuck up.
me one thing,
What's the
and it was
point
fire.
of fucking lying in this scenario?
Can we
there
get?
isn't. You should be completely
only-
honest.
Well, we don't
person
have
I
the
would-
actual scenario
okay,
yet.
okay,
We just
okay,
have the
listen,
title and then a
listen.
bunch of random shit
Alright,
that
let
doesn't
Eli
I
matter.
would-
Let
I would-
Eli read it. Let Eli read it. Let Eli
Why?
read it.
Like, I don't
Just let
understand
him
the
read it. Just
This
let him read it.
this
Alright.
woman hates eggplant and avocados, and the husband is aware of this, but this woman is busy. She is a businesswoman. My son and husband decided to cook dinner while I was busy in a conference call. My husband knows about my intense dislike for avocados. Unlike me, him and my son do not share the same opinion. They love it. Now, for yesterday's dinner, my son and husband decided for something healthy and made avocado wait. Eggplant pizza slices? I don't know what the fuck
Alex,
that
you said
is.
avocado
Matt,
egg.
Alex, Matt, shot.
Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I gotta listen to this. I'm honestly
okay,
at
okay,
a
okay.
level like I don't feel like I need it anymore.
Okay, so one, if the boyfriend husband was better, they
Okay.
would have made something that wasn't.
Hold on, I
eggplant.
don't think we're done
Correct.
hearing all the details.
They made eggplant pizza slices with avocado slices on top. They
Ew.
combined the
What
two
the
things
fuck?
that they love
That
it.
doesn't- that
The
one
woman
doesn't
hates
sound
it, and the
It does
husband
not
knows
sound
it.
good. She's not the asshole. I don't think she's the asshole.
No,
Yeah.
no,
No,
that's
no.
never
But-
the problem though. She's not the asshole.
The son was begging her to try it, and then she was
Why?
like, "Mommy's very
As
busy at the
as-
moment." And then the husband was like, "We spent the last 30 minutes making you dinner. Don't let it go to waste." And then, to
Oh,
please
dude.
her son, she decided to take a bite of the slices. She
How
chewed
old's
for a
the
few
kid?
seconds, and then the taste and the slimy, thick texture of the two things that I hate just hit my tongue. I began to gag violently and spit it out. I look up to
How
see
old's
my
the kid?
son
Honestly,
and husband staring in
the
shock, and my son, who is
husband should feel
3,
fucking-
begins to
The
cry.
son's 3.
He's 3.
Fuck.
3.
Your
No.
son
No,
is
That's like almost the
Okay,
age
that's
where
not
you're
fair.
shit.
That's not fair.
It's still not
No,
fair.
no,
Yeah.
that's-
No,
Dude, the
You should
husband,
know.
the husband should have known. Honestly,
no,
the husband's the
husband
asshole.
should feel
The husband's
like
the asshole.
grateful that she fucking tried it.
No,
in that
dude, the
scenario.
husband shouldn't even been like, okay, yeah, let's make this.
No, even okay.
The kid's 3. He'd
I
be like, okay, yeah,
understand-
like,
no,
yeah,
no,
Dad,
no,
let's make
no,
a
listen,
cheese
listen,
pizza.
listen,
yeah.
Colin.
College,
Yeah,
what?
I-
Oh
What
my
the
god,
fuck?
I'm so done with you.
Listen. But like, at that point, having her try it is like him feeling grateful that she tries it at that point. So the husband should feel grateful towards the fucking wife for trying it at that point, and like should feel good about her trying it.
Well, it
Yeah.
sounds like he doesn't give a fuck about that she hates
That's-
avocado and
yeah,
eggplant.
Yeah.
He does it.
That
But
literally
what I'm
should
Sounds
be-
like he knew and didn't give.
No,
Yeah.
no,
2
Yeah.
cents.
Okay, that's fine. Then he's kind of a fucking ass.
But what I'm saying is,
But-
why did he make that with his 3-year-old? Like,
you know, okay.
Because he
3-year-old doesn't know what a fucking
they both
eggplant
love it.
Yeah, no, I agree. The 3-year-old doesn't know what the fuck he's
That's like their favorite foods.
okay.
The 3-year-old's favorite food's an
Eggplant and
eggplant?
avocado.
What a fucking that 3-year-old's nuts, dude.
Sophisticated.
Bro,
Sophisticated 3-year-old right
I don't
here.
like eggplants. Like, what
They're
No,
the
fucking,
but, like-
they're fucking poisoning that fucking kid's head.
No, I think that the mom is in the right at that point.
No,
and-
yeah, 100%.
yeah, and the husband should feel grateful that she tried it at that point.
Yeah, 100%. But the husband shouldn't have made an eggplant fucking base thing anyway.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever fucking heard.
Like, hey kid, you want to make a pizza today? Like, oh yeah, Dad, let's make a cheese pizza. I'm
Exactly.
like, okay,
Yeah,
Dad.
I'll be right
Like,
back.
Like, what the fuck? Like, let's make an eggplant avocado pizza, kid. The kid's like, yeah. Like, what?
That's a weird ass kid. To be fair.
Yeah.
That's a
Like,
fucking.
let's just make a cheese
freak at that
pizza.
point.
Well, he just doesn't care. He's just like, I want
He's
to make
a
anything.
I want to make it.
Psychopath,
Let's make a
alright,
cheese
that-
pizza.
Alright,
Like, what the
All
fuck?
right, I have one. I have
Okay.
one.
I need to take a piss.
So
Wait,
Keep
no,
going.
Colin needs to take a
No,
piss.
He's got it.
Alex,
He's got
I
it.
Can, I can
He
hear
can
it.
hear. He can
Wait,
hear.
can you
Alex
take
is
us with
also
you?
Gone now.
Oh.
Alex is gone. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'll-
yeah,
Is it break
we'll
time?
wait. Let's break time. All right.
All
Matt,
right.
you got time?
Big time.
Wait.
I'll be right back.
I'm so low. Like, look at this.
You can drink the rest of it,
This is all I have left.
dude. This is what I did. This bottle is brand new.
Oh.
I went from here to here.
Oh my
The
god.
fuck?
Do you want me to be proud of you or disappointed?
I want you to be disappointed, but what I'm saying
Okay.
is like that's how much I drank tonight
That's
for this-
bad.
for this drink night.
That's real bad.
It's because I'm overweight again.
Show me
That's
again.
why I
How
can
much
do
did you
it.
drink? How much did you drink? How much did you drink? Dad, show me.
Stop!
Dad,
I
show me.
can't. I can't.
Okay,
how much
it's
is
I
not
can't do
bad,
this on
it's just
stream.
not fucking great either.
Dad, how much did you drink?
This is wait, you didn't see?
I didn't see. I was in the bathroom.
So, Bushmills,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. What's the proof?
I literally just bought this at like 9 p.m. It started up here, and now it's
No way.
right there.
Oh my god.
You got a problem.
Holy shit. You fucking Jesus.
Riku says,
Hey,
make sure to
no.
drink water before passing out.
Well, no.
Reek is such a
I'm-
good
I'm
fucking
drinking
guy.
water.
What the fuck?
I
Well,
know.
see,
That's
the
our
thing.
boy
about
right
you,
there.
Mommy.
That's the thing.
I want to play.
I am back. I've actually okay. Fun fact. Remember like 3 years ago when I was like fat, like big fat?
No,
big boy.
Fat?
I wasn't there for that.
I was there
I've
for that.
actually,
I was there.
I wasn't
I've
there.
actually reached my original weight, almost my original weight.
How much
From,
do you
So,
weigh?
from what?
I am currently 280, 85. So I am
285.
7 pounds away from my original
Mm.
highest weight.
What's
I don't
what,
like that.
Wait, what is your original weight? Like,
My original
210.
highest weight
210
was-
is where you should be.
My original highest weight was 295.
I lost 5 pounds from being in quarantine. Since quarantine started.
I've been going to work.
Alex, stop clapping.
And I've been driving my car. And I've been going to fast food and drinking.
Quick,
And this.
quick check. Of the music people in here, who listens to Oliver Tree?
I don't like him much.
I
actually
love
like
Oliver Tree. He's
I
so
don't think
fucking
he's bad.
good.
I don't think he's
I love
bad.
him, dude. I fucking love him.
At first, I thought he was a meme.
He
but
he
I
is a
actually
meme.
I like
He
his
is a
stuff.
meme, but his shit's fucking good. I love him.
He annoys me too much.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know who
I
Oliver
fucking
Tree
love
is.
him. I
Oliver
love him.
Tree's the Scoot guy. Here, I'll
I don't know.
Scooter
what that
die, bitch.
Scooter die, bitch.
I'm
means.
about to
Oh,
hit
wait,
the
wait.
rooftop
I know.
death cap.
The bull.
I'm about to
Yeah,
do
yeah, the bowl
fucking
cut kid, the bowl
rooftop
cut kid.
death cap.
I'm about to hit the
I
rooftop
don't-
death
I
cap.
don't know
And
what
then
the
he
fuck-
does it,
Scooter
he's
die,
just like-
bitch.
Then he does it, and he lands, and he's just like, Scooter die, bitch.
I fucking love him, dude.
Yeah,
I
I know who
love
that
Oliver
is now.
Tree.
Wait.
Ashley.
Does
are
he
you-
actually make music and shit? Or...
Yeah, yeah, you know he makes good ass music. That ass.
Dude,
Okay.
this
Okay.
fucking guy was on like Jimmy Kimmel,
He-
Conan, and
Dead
fucking,
ass.
like the
Yeah.
Tonight Show. Like,
He's
Yeah.
a character.
I love him.
No, that's
No,
insane.
Oliver Tree is a character, 100%.
The only thing I've seen him on is literally
And
H3H3.
he keeps it too. He keeps it so well. He was on H3H3 podcast and he kept character almost the entire time.
great song.
Doesn't say.
Great song. I like it.
I've seen him on H3H3 and then the what's his fucking name?
Hurt is a good song.
Ooh, this one's juicy.
Alien is a good song. I just
Alien Boys.
What the
like
fuck's the
generic
guy's
one to
name?
go for, but like,
you know.
somehow I felt
I'd honestly see him live. If I,
when
if I
I'm down is like the original banger from him, to be honest. When I'm down is the original banger from him.
I've been
When I'm
I've been
down.
listening to him since I found that Scooter Die bitch.
I
video.
started I want to say about a year ago.
I do have a shot porn. I'm just saying.
Porn.
When we were talking about music, I wanted to talk about Oliver Tree.
Oh,
'cause I
that
started
porn.
listening to Cash Machine like recently, like last week. And I was
Who's
like,
else?
"Oh my God, this
I'm
sounds-"
ready.
And Tyler's like my go-to
Wait, you
music
ready,
guy, so
Matt?
is Eli.
All right, let's go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Are you guys drinking?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait.
Matt,
Wait.
you
Wait.
go-
Wait.
Wait, Alex, you going to?
Alex.
Ah, fuck.
Eli, do you have any
Hmm?
more Am I the Asshole cases?
I do. This one's
Wait,
kind of
let's go to
juicy.
a different topic. Oh, wait,
Oh.
this is juicy? Okay.
A new Am I the Asshole topic.
Am
What
I
do you
the
wanna know?
asshole for telling my girlfriend to stop working as a cam girl or find somewhere else to live?
Oh.
Just that alone, you're gonna think things, but there's
Yeah.
context that
Oh.
makes it.
How is
do.
it-
Well,
Hey,
then
let him
fucking
explain.
explain.
Wait,
What
wait,
the
wait.
fuck?
Tyler's gonna come up with his own situation now,
No,
so.
no, no,
Obviously.
no. I'm gonna say.
That's so
Can we-
difficult.
Can we go off of when you ask these? Are we allowed to just go off of?
No, because it doesn't make sense.
No, because there's a context to it.
No. But see, like, obviously, there's gonna be a context to the Reddit. Post,
Even okay.
like,
wait.
The
Wait.
question
Wait.
itself, like,
Is there a description of
Let's
how much
just-
she's making
no,
and how long she's
no.
been doing it?
no, hold on, give me a second. What if?
Give him
It
a
doesn't.
sign.
what
It
if we
honestly
were basing
doesn't
it-
matter at
It
that
kind
point.
of does. It kind of does.
What if
But
we
you
were
could just
basing
be
it
starting
on?
out though.
No, what if we were basing it on the fact, just straight up the exact.
Because it's not as interesting and it's not the question.
Well, it's not a question when you have context, because then it's an actual person's situation.
Because the question by itself is like, it's simpler and like you can
It's
easily come
super
up with an answer.
general.
But
No,
it,
Yeah.
I know that, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Can I-
so it's boring.
Yeah,
Like everyone's
no.
gonna think the same thing.
No, what you just said is exactly what I'm getting at.
Okay,
You
that's
said
fine. No,
you
it's
ask
fine.
a
No,
question.
let him
no,
have it.
No, you ask a question and everybody's gonna immediately have a thing, right? if
No,
you
because
give the
everyone's gonna
context-
question it, Tyler.
No. Give me a second. Like, if he said something about cam girls, like you just said, and then you say blah blah blah, and then she gives context about this guy's abusive and blah blah blah, then immediately you're gonna be like, oh yeah, of course, then totally you should be a cam girl if that's the way you make money.
But no, but the thing
I
is,
have an
everyone is going to
interjection.
have questions.
No, but what I'm
I have an
saying is
interjection
like
question.
it's better if Eli just goes off of the questions that are on the subreddit. and then Eli is the one that. Can
Thanks for the follow,
dictate
Brown Eye.
whether or not the
I
thing-
wanna
whether
ask
or not,
Eli-
Like, there's like the Eli, since he's the one that's asking the questions and looking at.
Who's
How much
hand it
how much
is?
more
He's the one that
description
can-
is there?
He's the one that can like actually.
But that's
give
the
us
thing.
whatever he
Everyone's
wants.
going to ask the same fucking
It's
question.
dumb.
No,
It's
Eli,
just
how
dumb.
much
I'm gonna go
more
based
there
off
of
of
a
Ah.
description of a cam girl is there? Like,
Wait,
has
hold
she been
on.
doing it for a
Matt,
while?
but-
Is she
but-
making a lot of money
Money.
off this?
Be-
Is this her main
before-
income source?
Before we go off this, Matt, Alex, shot.
Hold on, I'm catching a fish.
By the way, I'm extremely drunk, so.
Eli, is there
No,
more
we
information
couldn't
on it,
tell.
or is it just
We
like
couldn't
that's
tell.
the way
It was
Is that
something
right?
that she
I
did.
couldn't
No.
tell that every single one of you, except for me and
Son of
Eli,
a
are
bitch.
drunk out of your minds.
I'm
Shut
drunk
up.
out of my mind.
Drunk out
Matt's
of our
never
minds.
drunk out of his mind.
I'm not
That's-
drunk out of my mind.
Yeah, why
I'm-
is
I'm
Matt
very drunk,
ever
though.
drunk out of his mind? That
He's got his
fucking
mind.
guy is-
Okay,
Relax.
Okay, I want to hear Eli say what he
I
has to
will
say. What up?
stutter and fucking say some dumb shit.
Guys,
but-
you just see what I just posted?
No.
Yeah,
That's
too much
crazy.
for me.
That's
too
Rap
much for
God.
me. That's-
No, that's Rap God.
Just found
But
out
in
that
sign
cockfights
language.
are with
Okay.
roosters. 10 months of
Alright,
training for nothing.
Eli,
That's Rap
sorry,
God.
Eli, I can't hear
Thanks,
you.
bro.
What up?
Alright, everybody, Eli has the floor.
I have the floor. This was something that she did when they were in university. She didn't tell him about it until they were dating. They'd been dating for 6 months.
Oh.
He said
But she's still a cam
he
girl.
said
no
he
comments,
wasn't
No comments.
he said
please,
he
none.
wasn't comfortable with her doing that, and if she wanted to continue doing it, then they shouldn't date anymore.
Oh.
And then they had a big argument,
Well, this is the stupidest fucking question ever.
No.
and then everything
Let him
seemed fine for
finish,
for
let him
3 years. Everything was fine. She stopped doing it. She stopped doing it. Stopped doing it.
Like she told him she stopped, but she didn't actually stop.
She didn't stop.
Wait.
Oh.
Stop doing it, right?
Okay, so she lied.
So she lied to
So
him.
she's
and said
a
she stopped,
fucking-
but she
She's a
didn't stop.
trainee lawyer, and
Liar.
it was something she was trying to do to make money while
No, no,
getting
no.
into
I don't
being a
give
lawyer. And then
fuck
wait,
about
yeah.
Oh, the
Lied?
stop
She
doing
lied,
it is
it's
her
done.
lying.
Then
Yeah,
the
she
juicy
lied.
part is
Lied.
that his friend was like, "Dude, I think I just saw your girlfriend on this camgirl website," and then linked it to him.
Okay.
Hey,
the
this
fuck
is
is
Yeah.
trust issue, and it's fucking dumb.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
I
I
don't give
feel
a fuck
like
about
I
this
feel
shit.
like okay, I'll be the devil's advocate here,
Okay.
and I'll say, okay, if she's charging, wait, how much is she charging?
I don't know.
We don't know.
we don't know.
Okay,
dude.
okay. Is she? You know, wait.
Don't
Is
act
she,
don't
like
know.
we
We
actually
don't know.
do.
We don't know
Wait.
how much she's making or how popular she is.
is she?
That's the
Is
thing.
she making like good money?
I assume
know.
so.
But so
Okay, but if you're
okay,
in
let's
okay,
university,
she
let's
is
just
money.
say
good
she's
money.
making. Let's just say she's making 6 figures.
No
Okay.
way, dude. She's in
No,
university.
There's no
no.
way she's
she
making
can
six.
make she can
No,
be
wait,
making
let's-
she can
let's
making
say-
5 figures and be okay still.
Oh no, she. Oh, if she's upper 5 figures,
Okay.
figures, then yeah.
Okay, but still.
We're trying to play devil's advocate, so we want the 6 figures.
Devil's
Yeah,
advocate.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, give me a second. Devil's
Ugh.
advocate. Let's say that she has had a
Stevie, what is
profitable
that?
like
Okay,
has
let's
had
say
a, like a profitable like business that she's running.
no. Okay, let's say.
Okay.
Let's say she's making like 90K. 90K.
Okay. Okay.
I have a question. Am I the asshole for lying, or am I the asshole for still doing
Okay.
it?
No,
Am I the asshole for telling the girlfriend to stop working?
No.
Wait,
It matters.
wait,
It matters. It
Eli,
matters.
wait,
Eli,
hold on.
answer.
Everybody, shut up. Eli gets to pick on who talks, so that no one
That's
talks
not-
over each other.
That's not gonna
please.
work.
No.
Can I go first?
No, for right now, Eli, you're the teacher. You're the.
Can I go
professor.
first?
Okay, you gotta raise your hand.
I want to go first. Wait,
Steve-
I'm raising my hand.
All right, Stevie.
Get a webcam.
All
what
right,
the fuck?
Stevie.
Wait,
Stevie,
Holy
go first.
fucking shit.
Stevie
There are
goes
less
first.
than 2 days left until Animal Crossing comes out on the Switch, and I can't wait any longer. I need to see Isabel in 1080p HD 6 FPS, and I need to see her now.
She's got that stick.
Not only is she the love of my life, but
I
I
have a
fucking need
question
more
about
Rule
the
34 for.
You
There's
gotta raise your
nothing more
hand.
fucking hot than Isabel. in the new
Matt's
games
raising
released.
his.
Will.
Stevie, shut the fuck up. Matt's
If
raising
my
his hand. So
calculations are
shut the
correct.
fuck up. I'll
Cause
mute
a
you.
massive flood of
muting you.
invisible.
I'm gonna mute you.
I muted him.
Alright.
Matt was raising his hand so high. Alex, I'm gonna turn you down.
I hate you so goddamn much.
I muted
Alright.
Alex's.
Wait. I have few questions. Do we know she's doing this camp service, or Is this
No,
a new thing?
Yeah, she's doing it. She's been doing it the whole time.
Colin,
She was
shut
she was
doing it
shut
the whole
the fuck
time,
up. It's
and
so
we
much.
know she's been doing it, or we just found out recently that she's been doing it, and she
just
explained it.
found out because our friend linked us. Like, oh, I
Okay,
think this
our
is your girlfriend.
friend
Wait,
linked
but I
us?
thought you said
Yes.
she's.
Okay,
They
our
talked to it. They talked about
friend.
it before.
No.
Our friend linked, like, I think this is your girlfriend. Click the link. Yeah, it's my girlfriend.
Oh, but okay. Now.
So she's been doing it for 3 years behind his
I
back.
don't mind her doing doing that. I mind that she lied to us about it. Wait, but like, is this because I personally was against it in the beginning?
Yes, you were against it.
Yes.
You were uncomfortable with it.
And she lied to you about the whole thing.
Okay.
Damn, that's fucked up, dude.
But she never mentioned it for the time
Okay.
you were together,
Okay.
right?
So the point. Okay. So
She mentioned it 6 months into the relationship,
Yeah.
and then
No,
she,
no,
and
no,
then
no.
Months?
So I was
Yeah.
against
So
it in
late.
the beginning.
Dude, 6 months is a long ass time.
Shut the fuck up.
I want to talk.
So I was against it in the beginning, but then she did it, and then I find
Just
out
keep your hand
later
raised.
by my best friend or my friend,
Mhm.
whatever the fuck, that
Best.
she's been
Best.
doing it.
yes.
Then that's not okay.
I told you
fact
that
it's
your
not
girlfriend's
okay.
doing a
All right.
If you would have told me up
Alright.
front that she's doing it, then that's one thing. But the fact that I had to find out through a best friend that she's been doing it,
I mean,
then
no,
that's not
Matt.
okay.
All right.
Call
Ashley
me.
has her hand up. It's Ashley's turn.
Okay.
It's
She hasn't talked yet. That's why
She
I'm.
told you, but you said, and
Col-
she
Col-
said she stopped.
Colin,
That's
you'll
it.
have your
Ashley
turn.
has her hands
no,
up,
she
Colin.
didn't stop.
Tyler,
No,
you don't need
Just-
to be a mediator in this.
Just let
She
him
didn't
talk.
stop.
Let
No, but
Colin
she
talk so he'll
told
shut up
you.
so that I can talk.
I understand
Okay,
that.
okay. I
Alright,
just want to make
Colin's
sure
We're
we're
on
okay.
the same page, Colin.
Good.
But the fact is that she didn't say
Yeah,
that
yeah,
she was
yeah.
going to
I agree with you.
continue.
I agree with you.
Riku has a good point.
Then we're good.
We're good.
Wait,
Okay.
look at Riku's message.
Was it I won't do it or I'm not doing it? There's a difference between
Yeah,
changing your mind and
that's-
straight up lying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with Riku on this.
I don't
point.
know if we have that information.
Okay,
Can
can I
this-
talk now?
Can
Yes.
This be,
Okay,
Can this be
so-
raising my hand, by the way?
I think that so
No,
no
you
matter
look
what,
fucking creepy
even
as
if
shit.
Get your fucking cam on.
even if
No.
like the boyfriend was like, I don't want you doing this anymore, like I'm not comfortable with it, then she should like if she was really making like this much money and she needed to do this, she should have been upfront instead of saying, well, either way, if she says, okay, I won't do it anymore, like that's still lie. And like either if she said I won't do it anymore or like
That's such an easy answer. That's the problem.
exactly. So
It is.
if she
Context
said
makes this very
if
easy.
she stood up to him and was like, no, I'm gonna keep doing it, like because I need the money for like whatever and stuff.
I agree.
And then he says like, and then like, so if she says that and keeps doing it, but then he like still doesn't know that she's doing it. Okay, that's like one thing. But if like she says, yeah, I won't do it, or like, okay, I'll stop, or like, okay, like I'm done, and then like he finds out about it later, then that's fucked up. And then
Yeah.
Mhm.
she's the
No,
asshole.
it is
Or-
shit.
Yeah.
Then
That's
he's not an
that's
asshole.
basically
for-
the
I
whole
want
thing.
to-
Hey,
I think-
Colin has his hands up. Colin has his hands up.
Can't
Tyler, I
lie.
thought that was my job.
He's the
Yeah,
mediator.
Tyler, shut up.
Shut your
You're not,
fucking
you're,
mouth.
You're not saying
Honestly,
Colin.
Alex, or no, not Alex. Tyler, I hate your
Yeah,
fucking.
don't say my name on my hands.
You're tattooed. All right, Alex or Tyler. Fuck. Ah!
Colin, you can talk now.
Your tattoo's dumb as shit.
Alright,
Okay.
I'm done.
Yeah, what is that shit on your arm?
I 100% that agree that she is the asshole in this situation for not
Alex,
telling him that she doesn't want to stop. Because if it was something that's such an issue that she doesn't want to stop and she's like, no, I'm not gonna stop, then she should have just broken up with him. Be like, hey, this is who I am. This is what I want to do. I'm not gonna stop this. This is my career. I'm going for.
No, but the
She
thing
wants
is,
to be a lawyer.
no,
She was
but,
just
like, the
making.
thing-
It was
Yeah, but
just for
she's
money
like, I
until.
need to make this money on the
Honestly,
side. This is what I have to do. This
you
is
want me
the
to be
easiest way
honest
for me to
here?
make money.
This
Yeah.
answer is so fucking obvious. Like,
Yeah,
honestly, if
Yeah.
if that's what she wanted, then
he's the
That's
asshole.
actually what I
do
wanted
that.
to say. I was like, yeah, this is a dumb question. Why are we doing this?
Yeah. No, you know it is. It is. A
Back to Animal Crossing.
I agree. When you have the context, it's easy as fuck.
Hey, it says you're online.
How about this?
Hey, Hey, you want to go fish together?
How about
Yo,
this?
I'm down.
Okay,
How
do we
about
have a
this?
question then?
Invite?
So we
I'm
all
not
agree
going
that
with my
she's the
fucking
asshole.
peers.
She's
Oh,
the
yeah.
asshole.
I'll open up my place. It's nighttime. Let's try and
Wait.
catch this
How
Who
nighttime
thinks
fish.
who thinks
I'm
she's
down.
not the asshole?
Everyone.
No, but
No,
like the thing is,
she
she
is
Wait,
not
she
the
she
asshole.
is. She is.
She's
is
the
the
asshole. For
Yes.
lying
This is from
to
the guy's
dude.
perspective.
Exactly.
It's
Like,
just
that's-
it's just
So
a
we're
shitty
all
move
in
to.
we're all in agreement that she is the
Yep.
asshole. Okay.
Can
But
I
that's
inter-
so easy.
can I
It's
can
so
I
fucking.
Yes, Tyler, interject.
We all have the same mindset.
Matt.
It's so fucking hard.
Matt.
We're all just arguing over the same answer.
Tyler
Because
has
we
something
all
to
want to
say.
be the first one right. Isn't that right?
That's absolutely true.
Wrong.
Sure,
You're
for
not
sure.
wrong.
Tyler has something to say.
can I interject
Yeah,
with
go for
like a real life experience?
Oh shit.
Okay. So here we go. Here's the situation.
This is a new situation now.
This is the real life situation.
Tyler was a
This is not
Canberra.
so- This is not
Ah,
actually
fuck.
something to laugh about.
Hmm.
Me and Maddie, we broke up. Do we hang out and do we keep talking? Hold on, before any of you interject.
It's an
Before-
easy-
Hold on. Before either of you interject. Let me give you context before you guys say anything. When we broke up in terms of the idea of she needed to focus on herself and I needed to focus on myself because her mom has cancer and she has all these other exterior things that are going on in her life. And I have all these other things going on. Sorry if I'm burping, because
You are.
You're excused.
Just go on.
I have all these other things going on in my life. Like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what blah, blah, blah. I don't know, like, who I want to be. I don't know who I am. Yada, yada, yada. Same thing with her. We broke up in this like, mutual, like, agreeance of, like, we both need to not be with each other because we both are people that need to figure out who we are for ourselves. We don't hate each other. That's important to note. We don't dislike each other. We're just more or less, I can't help you because with your emotional problems because I already have these like compiled emotional issues. So in terms of this argument that we're going on, who is in the right or the wrong? Who is the person that
Who's the asshole?
Who's the asshole in this situation? Hold on, I'm not done yet. Who's
know,
the
I'm
asshole in this situation
I got an
when
answer.
when it comes to
webcam on.
either
I did. Cause
when it I'll call on people when it comes to either me or Maddie being this person that's like we don't know what we want because we both, this is a key word, mutually broke up. It's honestly a mutual breakup. We don't know what's going on, and tomorrow on
My fucking screen just turned off.
Please.
which
Please
is
stop.
technically March, which is technically today, March
Why is he focused?
27th, which is technically today, March 27th. We're technically planning on hanging out with each other as friends and not as a couple. Who is what's going on in this situation right here?
Boy, I thought this
There's no asshole.
Me.
Okay,
You know there's no
Matt.
asshole.
Matt.
I've had my
Alright,
hand up
Matt.
the longest.
I said Matt. I
I've
said
had
Matt
my
first.
hand up the
I
Matt goes
realized-
first. Matt goes first. Matt.
No, but the thing is, you know this ass. You
Don't
both
ever
are
call
dealing
him
with.
Colin, by the way.
Matt
Don't-
goes
That's
first.
fucked
Shut
up.
up,
That's
Alex.
fucked up.
Look at him. He's had his hand up for like an hour and a half.
Alex, shut up. Matt, go first.
But like, there's no asshole. You guys are both dealing with your own fucking issues. That like you need to figure out by yourselves. Like, it's not that like one of you needs to figure out the situation on their own or anything. It's just you both are dealing with your own fucking issues, right? And the problem is that like you need to understand what like you're going through personally before you fucking try to deal with anyone else's issues. That's like the the main thing with this fucking. Okay, Alex, stop. You're fucking.
Stop looking at me, dude.
Just
Dude, what the
because-
fuck is this guy
because
doing?
Alex is being a poo-poo head?
No, I have something to add on to
Colin,
that. I
Colin,
have something to add on to that.
Colin gets to go next.
Okay,
Colin.
am I up?
Yes.
God.
Okay, I would like to make my statement completely
Talking about the airplane.
Hey,
Completely
shut the fuck up.
up,
Shut up.
Alex.
interrupted
I'm gonna
because,
mute
up.
Alex. I'm gonna mute
because
Alex.
I have been in a very similar
Let me help
situation.
you.
My past girlfriend and I of 3 years broke up because I was not emotionally there for her, and we weren't in the same place. And I want to say that meeting her and continuing to talk to her only made getting over her that much harder. It always kept that, like, oh, there's a chance in my head for so long. I was only able to finally get over the thought of that, oh yeah, we'll eventually end up back together with her just that much longer. And I think that if you truly want to get over someone and think that you can ever be with someone else, it, you have to almost cut off all ties. And at least that was in my case, because for me it was too difficult, and it was in my head the entirety of the last year of my life. 2019, I almost didn't think of anyone other than her, and 2020 was the first year where I was truly able to think about someone else and
Yeah, that
start
2020 vision.
to enjoy my life as
What
an
is this?
individual
So bad.
Dude, that's
instead
gang
of
weed.
another entirety of a
Okay,
man.
so
That's
tie
game
it back
I
to
like that. I
Tyler.
like that
Tie
call.
your
So
story back to
tying it back
I
to
like that.
Tyler, if you want to have your life as an individual, I think you should almost cut all ties. But if you truly believe that you guys should be able to weather it through the storm, continue to talk to her and think you guys can pull it through and get back together. But other than that, if you don't think that she is the entirety of the one, almost cut all ties. Because the likelihood that she's the one is pretty low. Not gonna lie. Not to hate on you guys or shit on you guys.
Not to
but,
say
like,
there's
what I'm saying.
a lot of people that are the one.
Yeah.
That's
That's what I'm saying.
There's so many people.
Not to
Shit.
be
Holy
like,
fuck.
not to
Hold on.
shit on your guys' relationship. I'm sure you guys' relationship was amazing. So was
Alright.
mine. But that's what I'm saying.
Unfortunately,
be
Ashley,
right back.
Alex was.
No, I
he
know, I
had
know.
His hand up. Alex, go next.
Okay. I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm
Alright.
just joking. I'm just joking.
I
I'm
love
just
that
joking.
we're doing this, by the way. I love
Alright, I'm
it.
just joking. So going off of real life situations, me and my ex-girlfriend, we both decided we weren't the right person for each other, but then ended up coming back like multiple times. And over those like few times that we came back together, and we found that we wanted to work on ourselves multiple times, it was all just bullshit. You can focus on yourself and just be there for somebody else during that time. Like when I was like focusing on myself, it was all just bullshit. Both parties are the asshole in this situation.
True.
They're all they're all just focusing on themselves, right? Like focusing on themselves. They're doing their own thing. They're
There's
just
nothing
being
wrong with that.
selfish, right?
Nothing's wrong with that.
Doesn't make them
So-
the asshole.
I mean, in this situation, they're both the ass. That's why, like, the quotation marks, right? They're both the asshole. You want to kind of find yourself, right? But the person you were before them is truly yourself, because you're doing, unless you're in like a weird situation, but you're doing your own thing before. You're doing it well,
You're saying leaving the possibility open makes you the asshole, like both people the asshole.
for another person. No, it's like you're having a rough time.
Like the possibility
You-
of getting back together, like the fact that you're still.
The open-ended question.
Questioning-
Is,
It's
yeah.
the
how
open.
you get back
No,
together
It's
again.
like
Is
that's
you
being
guys
an asshole.
were good in the beginning. You guys were good in the middle, but then it was just rough. Like maybe during the end, right? But then you decided, like, all right, I've been focusing too much on this relationship, right? You're both being yourselves, like during the relationship. It's just like not like connecting well. So, like, I mean, you could always make it work, but like, fuck.
Well, no.
Too many
I know,
situations. In a sense-
I know. It sounds like you're not sounding right, but you're kind of hitting it on the nose.
It's super.
Okay,
It's
Ashley?
super
Both-
hard to say. It's super
Ashley,
hard to con-
both
like.
parts.
Okay,
are just-
Ashley, go.
Okay, so I kind of have like a little bit of a different, like, not like opposite of what Alex said, but like a little bit different. So, like, yes, I get like exactly what you're saying, and I totally agree. But in his in Tyler's situation, like it already happened, and they decide like their decision right now is that they've decided to like take a break right now, or like to not be together right now. And I get it because like yes, I don't think, or and then I disagree that like I don't think you should necessarily cut ties completely with that person. Like yes, it is harder to get over them and like focus on yourself or focus on yourself per se, like when you have someone else or like when you're like thinking about them and like involved in their situation. So I think you shouldn't cut ties, but I don't think like you can always be friends with them and talk to them later on. Like you don't it doesn't have to be like right now. You can just take a break and like just not talk to them for a while until you like just have some time away, because it's not that like I'm not saying that you can't deal with your situation and theirs at the same time. It's just like dealing with someone else's like problems and their stress, it like adds stress to your life too, whether you like it or not. And even when you're like even when they're just like telling you their problems,
Eli's got some shit to say.
I know all of you guys are laughing at what Ashley's saying.
No, we're
No,
not
no,
laughing
no,
at
no.
that.
Laughing at what
We're
Ashley's
trying to
saying.
add
No,
We're
on
saying
to what
hold on,
Ashley's
we're saying
hold on,
Eli
hold on.
has something to say. It's just fine.
Hold on. Before Eli has anything to say, from what Ashley said is exactly what was going on with me and Maddie.
No, what she said
was
is
this
true.
was like this situation of like, because
No, yeah, I get it.
you can put your hands down. I know I know who wants to talk, but like I don't want to turn this into like, obviously.
This is a fucking Zoom meeting right now, guy.
But like,
Right?
anyways, but still, like, for me and Maddie, it was just it sort of turned into more like who had the worst problems and who could fix each other's problems, and it usually turned into put your fucking hand down, Alex.
No, that's exactly what I went through.
I just hate that Alex is the biggest camera.
The darkest camera too.
Turn a fucking light on, you fucking gremlin.
It really honestly turned into like, honestly, I mean, all of you guys kind of hit on like really big notes, but Ashley actually hit on like kind of the bigger notes when it comes to.
That's what we all wanted to add on to that. We're like, we feel that.
When it comes to this idea of just like, her mom has colon cancer and has like spread throughout her body. She has issues with her, her little sister who's been like doing all sorts of crazy stuff. She has a stepdad. She has issues with her actual dad and all this stuff. Like all this compiled like issues that's just stacked one on top of the other on top of my issues when it comes to like my dad, when it comes to my parents, when it comes to my grandma.
I wish I had a dad.
When it's just like,
Sorry.
Fuck up.
Yikes.
Dude,
I'm
this
sorry.
fucking
I
guy.
had fucking guy.
Yikes.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Holy
It's okay.
when it-
It's okay, Colin. It's
when
okay.
it-
I had
when
to.
it-
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right.
Okay, shh, everybody.
I'm not
okay.
offended, but like when it comes to like,
I shouldn't
the
be-
issue when it becomes like between, when it's a me versus Maddie issue, like who has the worst
There
issues
is no
and
like
stuff.
verses though.
No, but
no,
like
that's
no,
what
but
it becomes.
Yeah.
no,
That's what it
but
becomes
that
during
but
a
that's what it
relationship.
becomes.
No, I understand.
Because like as much as she loves me and she still tells me how much she cares about me, she still tells me all this stuff about how much she cares about me, how much she loves me,
Preach.
misses me. Give me a second before I call you
I
guys.
said preach,
I'm
what
just
the
trying
fuck?
to.
I have a question. Okay, I was putting myself in queue.
All right, what's your question?
My
So you guys
portal.
broke up because you don't think you have enough time for each other between each other's problems.
Honestly, yeah.
Is that
correct.
it?
Basically.
Yeah. Correct,
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I before you say
Wait,
anything,
I wanted to finish.
I honestly can say I absolutely love her to death. And
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
she is still one of the greatest people
And
persons I've ever met.
I'm
and
sure
that
she thinks the
knows
same
me,
way.
and that she knows me more than most people do, other
Yep.
than you guys. You know.
Yep,
obviously.
100%. But I feel like if you were going to be a couple that would ride or die to the end, that you guys would weather the storm together. And you would use each other to build off each other and to entirely build off each other and use each other as strength through the storm. Personally.
I would
Alright,
have
I
to
think
say something.
that
Ashley,
is how
Ashley.
as a couple you should build. As an
Ashley.
individual,
I
it's
agree.
completely different.
I agree with Colin.
But as a couple,
Mm,
and if you want to stay as a couple, and
Okay,
you
let
think-
Alex
you
go, and then
think
I want to
that
finish.
you need
I
each
want to
other.
finish
no,
what I want to
here,
say.
This is how we're gonna go. We're gonna go Alex, Ashley, then Eli.
That's
Alright,
all I
Alex,
want. That's
go.
what I wanted to say.
okay. Like
Eli just gets
what
fucked.
what
can you
Colin
do?
is saying is true to an extent. Like
I agree with that.
both parties have to be like mature enough to like accept other people's issues.
Yep.
And then grow, like progress off of their issues
And
as
that's
like
the
a
problem.
couple.
She's not.
And that's how my relationship was with my ex-girlfriend. It was like I had issues, I talked to her about her issues, and then eventually I was like I can't take your issues because you're the only one taking my issues, and then like you put them on me like at the last second. It was just like a weird situation. Like I would talk to her about everything, and then all at once when I was like super stressed out about all of my shit, like my grandfather just died or something, and then she would chime in and like talk about her issues, and it was just came in. So both parties, and I wasn't like mature enough to like say your your issues aren't like a part of my issues, and like I don't know. Like both parties have to be kind of separate in this situation. Like you have to give support to their situation.
No.
Yeah.
I
You
know.
have to-
I know.
you have to
I know.
isolate
I
her.
know
You
what.
like my-
I know what. I know exactly
Both parties
what
have to
you're
be more
saying.
mature.
100%.
I know. I know
And
exactly
once
what
you're
you're
there, you can like kind of like progress together. But like we split up. Like she broke up with me, and then I was like, okay, well this time I'm gonna focus on myself, and then kind of just do my own thing, figure out all of this. And then I found another girl. She was like, "I miss you. I want you back." And I was like, "Ah."
See, that's
But
like,
I don't.
that's the confusing
Yeah.
state I'm in right now because it's
Alex,
just
I
like,
want to give you a hug.
because like
Fuck me.
I want to give you a hug so bad, dude.
I can't wait for Eli to talk.
I just want to hug you so bad, dude.
that's,
I
No,
can't wait to hear what Eli has to
that's
say.
that's
Yeah.
hold on before Eli and Ashley say anything.
Sorry.
That's also like the confusing state I'm in because it's just like, you know, her mom has colon cancer, which is, you know, the second most lethal version of
Side
cancer.
note, my stepdad,
And,
my grandfather died from that.
Yeah, she and it's not looking good because it's just like, you know, being around her and her family. I'm in this weird situation where,
Limbo.
well, before, put your fucking hand down.
No, I have something
You're
to
gonna-
add
you're
on.
gonna-
I can't. Just
All right,
let me just
add it on. Add it on.
I don't know. I don't remember what we said.
Shut the fuck up.
Anyways.
This fucking guy.
I no. All I was gonna say was like,
Alright, what?
if you want to be together with her, make the effort. Like support her in her issues,
Yes.
but then also make sure she supports you in your issues.
This is why I'm talking to you guys. I'm taking this situation as like to talk to, not just my friends but my family,
Brothers,
you know,
brothers.
brothers and
Your son?
Sisters, mothers.
my sisters,
Big
because
Papa.
we got
Call me your
Ashley
Big
here
Papa.
and whatnot. You know,
Shut up, Colin. Dude, you're
Because-
fucking.
because I view
Dude, am I taller than you?
Yeah, but my
because-
biceps are still bigger than yours. Okay.
because
And I haven't worked out for like 2 years. Okay.
True,
I
this
mean,
is facts. This is
just
facts.
saying-
It's facts. I haven't worked out in like 2 years.
Alex,
I promise.
Fat fuck.
I mean, I know I only said it during my, Anthony's like fucking speech or whatever, but like,
I don't remember it.
when it
so-
when it when it
I wasn't there.
the way it boils down is that the people I call my friends are my family in a sense,
No, yeah.
all,
choose your
everybody
family.
that's in this fucking call.
What about
You
Renault?
don't get to choose your family, but
Well,
you
Ron
get to
isn't
choose your
here
friends.
He
Yo,
isn't
fuck
he-
that guy.
Ron isn't here because fucking, he's probably fucking.
He's not from here.
Because
He
he's
has
getting whipped
corona.
by
From
Anyways.
Mara right now.
Vietnam, bitch.
Yeah.
He's serving. He's serving in Vietnam right now.
He's
Anyways.
a fucking commie spy, dog. That ass. He's a sleeper agent, dude.
Wait, didn't
Oh,
you invite you to
no.
this family?
Oh no.
He did. Colin's only here because of Ron.
Is this Loki racist?
True.
Alright,
I'm a sleeper
Eli.
agent,
Yes.
too.
Maybe.
Actually,
Wait, I want to
actually,
hear. I want to
what
call
were you gonna say?
Wait, no.
Let
can't-
Eli talk.
you
Let
can't
Eli
just
talk.
do me
Eli.
like that.
Eli,
I want to have the
what
last
were you
word, so let Eli talk.
All right,
I can't take him seriously.
All right,
There you
we're good
go.
like each person's issues aside, from like conceptually, you guys talk to each other constantly. You were together for what, 2 years?
Me and Maddie?
Yeah,
For almost 3.
almost 3 years. Talk to each other constantly, and then making the decision mutually to break up. You talk to each other so much and continuing the same amount of contact, like constant communication after making that change in your life, I'd imagine continuing the same contact will make you go crazy.
It sucks.
It does.
It
Yo.
sucks. It
honest.
sucks.
So, in my opinion, something has to change.
Well,
Yeah.
I
see,
agree.
Let me add something to that. It's not me actively doing that. It's her. She constantly texts me.
Then confront
every-
her. Be like, hey,
Well,
we doing
hold
this or
on.
not?
Hold on.
Sorry.
We have had our fair share of discussions about whether or not, like, why are we talking? What's going on? Like, are we still texting? Like, what's going on? And I've made, and you guys can chime in the way you want about this. I've made the executive decision about, like, this whole idea of, like, I'm okay with, talking to you and, going like, hey, how's your day going? Like,
Can I get
what are
Alex
you-
off my
what are you-
screen?
What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah.
Sorry, Tyler.
Sorry, I was raising my hand and then I saw my bicep.
This fucking guy.
What?
Fuck
Like,
You
Word.
fuckboy.
like,
Fucking fuckboy.
like, what are you up to? What are you doing?
Yeah, yeah.
And like, I feel like, me in my misguided attempts of like asking like how her day's going or how this is going has fueled her side of the issue of like thinking that I'm still like interested in being with her and
But you
stuff
still
like
are.
that because see, that's the thing. I feel like between the both of us, even though she tries to make it seem like she is the one that is the most heavily involved, the most heavily like, hey, I'm like she's even called me out. She's like, there was this one day where I was just talking to her normally, like as if we were friends, and she was just like, "Is everything okay? Like you don't even seem like you're talking to me normally." Like she like fucking went into this whole thing, and I'm just like, and I blew up at her. I'm like, okay, you need to understand we're not together anymore. You need to understand that if I'm gonna talk to you normally, it's gonna be like this
Okay.
forever now, because if I'm not gonna say like I love you and our stupid pet names anymore, you need to understand that that's the way it's gonna go. Because
But do you
Go.
still want to be together? Do you personally still want to be with
Yeah,
her?
that's the question right there.
That is
there
that
it
is
is.
a,
no,
that is
see,
a
There's
main
the-
question. Do you still want to be with her?
see,
And still want to be with her?
He's deflecting.
Only her.
Also,
it's no, I'm not.
No
deflecting
deflection.
because
Deflecting.
It's not.
Do you
deflecting
want to
because
be with her, Tyler?
personally? Because you know, this isn't deflecting. This is just me like just talking.
Okay.
I think she's a great person. I think
Tyler, do you want to be with her?
Shut up. I'm getting to it. She's a great person.
Matt's asleep, dude.
She has a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, 100%.
She's a great person, but personally, I do not want to be with her.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Then
There it
you
is.
need to make it apparent
hold
to
on,
her and
hold
not
on,
talk to her
hold on,
and let her
hold
know
on.
the situation.
College, shut up. Let him talk.
I have that personality where, you know, if someone's feeling down or someone's not up to, 100%, I'm like, let me be there for you. Let me help you. Let me be that person you can vent to, that shoulder you can cry on. And I've even if you guys disagree with it, I've already accidentally told her like, hey, let me be that person for you. Like, if you need to vent, let me know, because as much as you guys might go like, oh, blah 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 blah, I care about her family 100%. I care about her sisters, her mother, like her mother in general, like this whole situation that's going on with the coronavirus. Not just my grandmother, who's like, she's up in Big Bear right now, but she's like in her 80s. But the one person I've also been thinking about is her mother. Because her mother's only like 39, and that she has fucking colon cancer. And this is her second. This is her fucking like second bout of cancer. Like, she was clear, and then it fucking came full force back again. And then on top of that, Maddie's little sister is having like issues with like her actual dad, and then like actual boys and shit like that, because she's like 14. She's like hooking up, quote unquote, with boys and shit like that. And it's just like, I see her little sister as like my own little sister. There's just a lot I've put into her family that I haven't even put into my family, where it puts like me into like a unique situation where, because, and it's honestly really shitty. Like, I have my own family to worry about, but like I've worried about her family more than mine. Like, even to the point where it's come down to my own grandmother, who, I've actually had my aunt come pick up and sent away to Big Bear, so she's away from this whole situation. It's just, there's just a lot that she thinks, I know she knows about. She obviously knows about, but she doesn't think about, because she has obviously a lot of stuff going on, and I don't blame her for it, because she honestly really does have a lot going on in her life. But I can't be there for her to help her out with the situations that are going on with her life, and that's the reason why we broke up, because I can't be there to be the person that's like, oh, everything's gonna be okay, and yada yada yada, because I'm depressed about all this other shit and like all these other things that are in my life that I want to accomplish. Like I put her 100% ahead of me instead of my issues and the things that I needed to accomplish in my life. I'm sorry if I'm going on a tangent and not focusing on whoever's raising their hands, but like, that's the situation that it's at. I absolutely love her to death. She hasn't done anything wrong to me. You know, she hasn't cheated on me. She hasn't like, you know, thought about anybody else. It's just more of a. It was a mutual breakup when it comes to, you know, she needs to focus on her and I need to focus on me. All right. Alex, go first.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're
Eli,
good.
dude.
Okay.
All right, no,
This isn't from me. Riku has been such a bro through all this and sticking with us this whole time. I just want to read his comment. He wrote out a big thing.
But I also have something else.
Not everyone's perfect together. Sadly, you won't really know unless you try. But if it fails, then that feeling of rejection will stick and make things awkward, making it seem like you can only be fully together or fully apart. It's an emotional thing, so I don't think you can do anything to get rid of that feeling. The only thing you can do is add something different, something positive and constructive to solidify your new relationship if you simply want to be friends.
I appreciate that, Riku. Because,
Okay.
well, hold on. I'm gonna comment on Riku's comment because,
Yeah.
like, I definitely appreciate that, Riku, because like that's like sort of like that limbo I've been stuck in that sense of like I absolutely love her to death, but I know that if we stay together, things are gonna go awry. Things are gonna go like in an opposite direction. And I don't know how. Like tomorrow, she's supposed to be coming over to my house to hang out. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm actually kind of scared. Not gonna lie, because you know we haven't actually seen each other for about 3 weeks.
What?
Every night, I cry myself to sleep. You know, the same old shebang you hear whenever your best friend or something like that, you know, breaks up with someone and they've been with for so long. Like, there's just too much. Like, I have too many pictures of her on my phone. I have too many memories in my room. I have too many memories in my house. It just sucks. So, her coming over tomorrow it just kind of blows. Like, I want her to come over. I want to see her. I want to see how she's doing. You know, I want to make sure everything's okay. But at the same time, knowing that I'll see her kind of just solidifies that, you know, there's the issues. All right, Alex?
Alright, yeah, so I've been in that situation. Like, you just have to be mature about it. Like, like, it just got cut off, like, very abruptly. Like, it's just a shitty situation to, like, feel like you have to cut ties with somebody that you've grown so close with over the course of your relationship. Um, but you don't have to like cut those ties, you know? Like what you said, you don't feel like you want to end up with her, but you still love her, right? You can love her, but like not in like a romantic kind of way. You can love her as like a human being, right? So you can be there for her. You can like as much as you can give to her, you know, you can't like I know you can't give all to her because you have your own things, right? So like make sure you're doing everything for yourself to make sure you're good. But like anything you can give to her, make sure you know that you care for her and like when it's like if you want it to be over, it's over, right? But if you want it to continue on, just continue to be there for her, right? Um, make sure you're listening to her, doing all that shit. But the whole thing is just, like, it's not gonna end if you don't want it to end. Like the relationship I'm like referring to back for like this kind of situation, it ended horribly. It was bad. I didn't get to talk to her mom, which was like a huge support for me during the situation. Like the situations that I had.
And
It was
that and
gonna cut
that's
ties. And you want to get
that's
back together later, and I was like, I've already like cut the
that
rope. It's over.
and that's one of those, like, I know a lot of people don't have this, but like that's like a weird situation for me when it comes to like not just her mom but her family in general when
Yeah,
it comes to like
yeah,
I actually have like a family I can like resort to if I had issues
yeah. I
to
did
talk
that too.
to
Yeah,
because
I had that too.
because like our breakup means like I don't have them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like kind of lost. Like
Yeah,
my parents have like recently tried to reach out, but it's not in the sense of like not in the terms that I actually need in
yeah.
my life.
No, but it.
More of like a, hey, do you need toilet paper?
Yeah, no.
Like that shit.
Yeah,
It's not in a like sense of like, hey, we're looking out for you. We love you. We want to make sure everything's okay, and then. But then, like the other thing that's making me depressed is just like that. I don't do the same for my nieces and nephews.
oh, like your immediate
Like,
family versus
yeah,
like hers. Yeah.
like my grandma that used to live that was living in this house. She's up in Big Bear right now, so she's away. But like, then there's like my nieces and nephews. My oldest niece, she's gonna be 16 this year, which is fucking crazy.
Wow.
Then my second oldest niece, she's gonna be 14. Both of them are both of my nieces that are like the second oldest are gonna be 14 and all that shit. And it's just like I haven't really done anything. But then it like jumps up to like my parents and all that, where it's like my mom, she's overweight. My dad, he's not healthy. It's like, how are they gonna be okay?
I mean, you want to care for them. I know you do. You're like the type of person that wants to care for everybody, but you can't put like too much into like some things.
Ashley and Eli,
That's all I have to say.
I know you guys are raising your hands, but
I did not.
I gotta, or Ashley, I gotta go. I really do gotta go pee.
You did not raise your hand.
I really
You've been
do
raising your
gotta
hand
go.
for like an
Go.
hour
I really
now.
do gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be
Go.
right back.
My turn has been skipped for like 20 times. Go. Just go. It's fine.
Eli, go.
Alex, I hate you.
Sorry, I've been putting
No.
some work into this.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I have to pee too. So, wait, Eli, can you play this flute, or what are you doing? Did you mute your mic? Can you play it?
Wait,
You're good. You're not muted if you're wondering.
I was practicing.
No, play it now. Hurry, as I'm peeing. I'll mute
No,
my
I
mic.
can't. That would be rude.
Oh shit, my mic's been muted. Alex,
Nobody cares what you have to say. you piece
I'm
of
gonna
fucking
fucking
shit,
hug
dude.
you
What
so
God.
goddamn hard next time I see you because you're my
This
friend.
guy.
That's
Hey,
right.
which guy I'm about to go pee?
Alex, I'm gonna hug
You're
you
kinda
so goddamn
toxic.
hard. I love
Me?
you.
Hey Riku,
Yes,
did
you.
you? Is this what you signed up for?
Sorry.
How are you feeling
My
through
mic's
through
been
this?
muted. Fuck.
I missed half of it, to be fair.
How are you,
I was here for almost all of it.
Riku? How are you feeling through this experience?
My fucking screen shut off for fucking half of it, so I had to
Yeah,
restart. my
were you
computer.
fucking yakking or some shit, dog? You okay?
No, my fucking screen turned off. I couldn't figure out how to fucking turn it back on. So
Dog,
I fucking
you
restart my
I
computer.
was looking at your cam and you just weren't there. I was like, oh shit, homeboy died in
I
the
was
bathroom.
trying to figure out
I
how
was
to
like,
fucking get back on the
fuck,
screen. I was about to do it
You're
again.
like,
All right.
someone call his mom.
Ashley, she had her hand up. So.
I'll wait
Ashley,
for Alex to get back, just so if he like has
Oh.
something to go off of.
Yo,
It doesn't
play the
matter,
Willy
go.
Wonka thing.
No, just go.
Do
Just
it.
go,
Eli,
just
play
go.
the
do it.
Willy Wonka thing.
Just do it.
I wanna hear it.
Ashley, just go for
Go,
it.
go, go.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Go
okay.
for it.
Okay, so after all this, I agree with everything that everyone had to say, and what you had to say, but I know it's easier said than done. I think you need to like make some space because I know you were saying how like you care for everyone in her family and you have like your own like situations and things to worry about, but you can only care for people or you can care for as many people, but you can only deal with so much at a certain time. So because you have so much stuff going on in your life right now, you can still care for Maddie's family and everything, but if you guys still like keep this relationship that you guys have right now and like talk to her frequently and like see her, meet up with her and stuff and like text her every day, it's like you're gonna still be so attached, and it's basically the same situation that you were in when you were dating. Like
Yup.
you're still that shoulder that she's leaning on when she has problems, but it's like you don't have like enough like time, energy, emotional like space basically to like support her, like give your all to her right now because you're dealing with stuff. If you were like completely like chilling and like not like everything's like going great in your life, then yeah, you can give 100% of your support, care, energy, everything to her and her family. But because you don't have that right now, then it's only going to make it harder if you keep like talking to her as frequently as you do, meeting up with her and everything. So because you can't give your all to her right now, I think you need to create that space and just like have her family in your thoughts. And like you said, like they cared for you. Just because you make some space doesn't mean that they're going to stop caring about you because they know you still care about Maddie too. So you can still care about Maddie, still love her and everything, but just create that space so that you're not emotionally like attached still or as emotionally attached to like everything that's going on in her life because this is why you broke up in the first place. So if you that's like a trade-off that you have to make basically. If you want to stay close to her and like talk to her and like be like her shoulder to lean on like all the time, then you're going to like basically not like suffer, I don't want to say, but you're going to be exhausted, you're going to be stressed, you're going to be hurting because like you're in the same situation as before. You have to like split your attention between both like your own problems and like worrying about supporting her.
Yeah,
But
100%
Yeah,
agree.
like
no, I honestly, literally 100% agree with you. It's just like
I know it's easier said than done. Like it's going to be hard.
no, I
It
know.
is so
It's just like
difficult.
it's that like difficult balance of like, yeah, of course. It's just like, all right,
It's
Alex.
when to say no. You need to
what do
learn when to say
Alex,
no.
Alex, what do you gotta say?
No, like I agree with Ashley and everything, but it's just I feel like one of the girls I like talked to for a very long time. We just ended up becoming like best friends. We talked like every day, even when like I had my next girlfriend, right? We talked every day, and I would actually honestly call her like the previous girlfriend because we hung out so much. We can like you can be mature about everything. Like we know like everything about each other's families and everything, and like we care for their families. It's not, but like if you're mature about it, you can like still care for other people's things, but not give too much. That like it's kind of like what Ashley was saying is like you can't give too much, otherwise you're suffering, right? Like you want to give as much as you can, but not too much that you're like hurting yourself. So
But that's why I think in
Yeah.
your situation it worked, but in this situation it doesn't work because like the things that you're both going through are so like heavy. So it's like even if you're like mature about it, it's hard to be like like half supportive or like somewhat supportive
No,
in a
see,
situation like this. It's
well,
like your
that's
mom
I mean,
like
exactly
like
that's exactly why we're like in this situation is because exactly what Ashley was saying is because like she she has a mother who has like let just for argument's sake terminal cancer, right? And like I have all these aspirations and like dreams and like all these other shit that I want to do with my life, but it's so not stopped, but like it's like more or less like put on hold because it's just like, hey, I need to stop what I'm doing right now because I need to help this person with like what's going on in their life because I need to make sure that they are on the same level as me and yada yada yada. All right, Colin.
I just want Eli to read what Riku said.
All right. He sent another long message. He said, I understand that it can be hard to hold back in giving for the sake of sacrificing too much. Probably the best thing to do is try to imagine a balance between what do I want for her and what does she want for me. My
Yeah.
grandma is very selfless and wants to help with everything, so my grandpa keeps her from overworking. You're not selfish for holding back. If you hurt yourself from giving, the person receiving might feel guilty.
oh that's such a good point.
yeah, that's
No,
what
honestly, Riku,
I felt like I was trying
you
to say. But...
you are
Solid.
giving a fucking 100% amazing point right
Riku's dropping bombs on us right now.
there. It is crazy how much like you know
It's crazy how much you can give to one person without realizing how much you've taken from yourself.
yeah, exactly what what Colin said. It's just like I've been with her for almost 3 years. I've been around her family and her situation. Like when we first got together, her mother had cancer, and it's gotten to the point where and this is the only place that I would ever say it, but it's gotten to the extreme terminal like phase, and if her mother passes away, which I hope it doesn't happen because her name's Sandra Martin. She's one of the greatest people I've ever been able to sit and just have conversations with or talk to and whatnot. It's just one of those situations where it's just like I don't know how I'm supposed to react. I've been so cooped up in like so many different situations with my dad overdosing on opioids, with Maddie's mom having these crazy bouts of her you know crazy physical illness, which is her cancer that she has, and then Maddie also having like abandonment issues with her father, and then me having abandonment issues with my dad, and it's just it's just way too many things that have just like compiled against each other, where it's just like she has so much that I just can't deal with, and it just makes me feel like an asshole sometimes.
You're
But
not an
then
asshole.
no, I know I'm not.
Yep.
I shouldn't feel like an asshole.
Of an asshole.
I shouldn't feel like an asshole, but like I feel like an asshole for not like helping her because I want to help her because that's just in my nature. But at the same time, I know that if I do help her, it takes away from the things that I actually need in my life. Like, I need you guys.
Do
You know,
you
as
guys, Eli?
no, I mean, as weird as it sounds to you, Alex, and Colin, but like Matt, Eli, Ashley, Stevie, they've all heard this before when it comes to like this idea that it's just like you guys are my family, and I put you guys, Alex, Colin, Ron, you know, I put you guys in there too, you know, because like I don't really interact with my family, you know, my actual quote unquote family, blood and shit like that.
I talk
don't-
to you guys more than I talk to my mom.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm in the same boat as that. Like I don't like I think, you know, even though I don't really like text Eli a lot, like I text Eli still more than I do like my dad or my mom.
You're just a
you know?
very empathetic person.
And they're both still alive, which is like, you know, if I texted Anthony, you know, he still has his mom, but he doesn't have his dad, you know.
Anthony and I should hit up, link up, you know what I'm saying?
Stop.
Mom power.
Jesus.
But
Mom
Too much.
power. Dude,
Too
my
much.
mom is the best person I fucking know, dog.
Too much.
Don't
But,
get me
like,
on it, I'll start crying.
It's just I mean, I don't want you guys to like start thinking about shit, but it's just one of those things where it's like, for me personally, as Tyler Slater, the person, you know, I have, you know, Eli No, I have Ashley Bowie, I have Alex Powers.
You're doxing everyone.
I have
No,
Matt Mahulahan.
Oh,
I
fuck.
have-
Oh, he's
I
safe.
have-
He's
I
safe.
have
He won't be killed.
Colin
Matt's safe.
Tucci, I have
Oh, he said it wrong. He said it
Ron,
wrong. Hype. I'm not doxed.
Renault.
Renault, Takushi.
That's you made two people's name up.
Renault.
Sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but like, you know,
Yeah, no, you're saying it right.
That's right.
Rock as a French.
Contact
like, Renault
like
Rockets.
either way it goes, like you know, I have you guys.
Mara. Who knows Mara's last name?
No one.
Nobody.
Mara
I
Quiet.
don't. I'm not.
Mara
it's
saying
something
it.
whack.
Britannia.
I have.
Quiet.
I've
I don't
always-
even fucking know it, dog. It's something.
I've
whack.
always had you guys, and that's it. And I haven't really had people in my family to be able to relate to or like talk to, or
Biggest
I
fucking
haven't-
hug next
I
time you see me.
haven't had much people to like confide in or talk to about stuff. Like I remember like a year into mine and Maddie's relationship, one of our biggest problems was that me personally, I didn't talk to anybody about whatever issues were going on. And that's mainly because I kept that as like a thing. I mainly kept that as
Wait,
a
we can't
thing.
do that. We'll get banned. It's easy with the arms.
Keep
I
it at.
mainly-
Keep it perpendicular from the
Look at your
ground,
arm.
please,
It's-
Ashley.
No
I
45-degree angle.
Perpendicular from the
With her
ground.
hand in her arm is perpendicular.
She is so struggling.
I'm-
If it was straight, it would be different. But if it was
I,
perpendicular.
I'm sorry. I just really wanted to make a closing statement before I go to
I,
sleep. But continue.
I mainly kept that as my own thing because like it's not like in the sense of like I didn't think you guys didn't care or anything. It's just like just more or less something that I was like, oh, that's something I have to deal with. You know, if she's being irrational and something like that, I need to be that person that needs to be the logical person, quote unquote, yada yada yada. Like I guess 100% what I want to get out of this is that Maddie is not an awful person. She's a great person. She is still one of the best people I know in my life. I just have too much going on in my life and too many things that I need to going on with me that never get addressed that we can't be together because of. If that's the way to end it all. All right, Ashley.
Closing remark. Okay. So going off of that, this is why. Wait, where was I going with this?
Oh, don't pull an
It's
Alex.
been so long. Okay. Oh, okay. So
Bushmills.
no. Okay.
Alex and
So.
Matt, drink with me, please.
I'm empty.
Oh my goodness.
I know it's like
literally,
Wait,
God.
there's nothing in the fucking bottle.
Y'all are whack.
last drinking.
Actually, you
see?
didn't even drink. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, because
I
I
had a
care about
like
my
a quarter of
liver.
the bottle.
That's not true.
How much
Yeah, I
fruit do you
believe
eat?
it too, dude.
Are you watching
Better
your
have
fruit?
something.
Fuck you.
Ashley, what are you saying?
Okay, so like you said, you were like,
I
kind
have
of like
bloody
like
nose.
you're not being
Okay.
selfish
Yeah,
for
you
not.
always have a blade on you, piece of
Shut
shit.
up.
I know.
Listen
I
to
think I missed
Ashley,
you.
please.
Sorry.
Yo,
Hey,
stop doing
shut up.
coke, bro.
Yeah, bloody rags.
Sorry,
Okay,
Ashley.
so you're not being selfish for not caring or not like giving your entire like support or giving all your support and caring about her family and always worrying about them. You should be a little selfish in terms of like you should worry about like yourself because yeah, like they were like we were all saying before, the more that you like are emotionally attached to her still even after you've like broken up and you're still dealing with your issues, the more you're going to get hurt because you're going to feel helpless. Like I can't do like I care about them, but there's nothing I can do. And you're just going to be even more like stressed, exhausted, hurt, just feeling guilty because you like feel like you can't do anything. Especially like you felt like you couldn't help her as much as a boyfriend and as a friend, you might feel even more helpless at times because you like can't always be there for her now.
See,
Like
that
but
that
then
that
that's why
that's
you
the
need
exact thing that I'm like feeling when it comes to like, she has all these problems and I have these problems, and then
Mhm.
she like, hey, you want to hang out? And I'm just like, I feel so much anxiety, and I mean, I personally don't know what she's feeling.
But that's the thing.
but that's
Obviously.
why the
But
answer
like,
to
But
all
I'm
this.
feeling
you
no,
feel
exactly.
selfish
No,
for dealing
no,
with
what
your
you're
own
saying is
problems
like 100%
first.
the truth. It's just
And
No,
but
but
you
that's the
I
shouldn't.
feel
thing.
so much anxiety.
You
and
have
I'm
to
just
deal with
sitting
your
here
problems
just like,
first. That's the thing. Like you
should
literally
we
have to.
hang out?
You have
You're
to
You
focus
have
on
to
your
Tyler,
no.
empathetic
Tyler,
about the
this is
You have
why
to focus on
situation.
the
yourself before you
answer
can help
to this
others.
situation, the final
You
answer
have to be
is
selfish.
that
I'm
you need
sorry.
to be selfish and like create space. You need to distance yourself a little bit. Like
Cause
figure
you
out
won't.
some way. Like okay, so
Sorry, I'm sorry.
some solutions to this. Maybe tell her like okay, yes, like it's okay to like for her to like text you, but you shouldn't be texting every day. You shouldn't be seeing each other like very frequently because it's only going to bring back all those like all memories, feelings, and you're gonna of course you're gonna ask her, how are you doing? How is everything going?
Up.
How's your mom? And
Yes.
every time
Yep.
that conversation
Yeah,
comes up,
I honestly,
every
just
time
Ask
that
going
comes
It's
up,
always
going off
just gonna
of
be
what you're going off of, I feel like that every day because she texts me
Get this
every
guy out
Someone's
of my
making a
single
screen.
lot
day.
of noise
Asks
over
me
here.
she asks me how I'm doing, and one of the send offs is usually it's just like in my head I'm just like
Oh God,
I wasn't
What the fuck?
that was an
wasn't
accident.
really doing anything today,
I
so
was trying to get
like
rid of Alex.
why am I here? You know,
yeah,
like
right.
why am I doing these things? You know,
Exactly. So that's why you need to like create this distance. Like honestly, this sounds kind of like fucked up, but like you guys should only be texting each other if like it's one like if you like need like I don't want to say like if you need something from each other,
no.
but
Say
like
it. Say it.
okay,
Say
yeah,
it.
if you guys need something, like honestly,
Fucking say
like
it, bitch.
if it's
Say
like
it.
if it's been a few weeks and like she just needs to vent or you need to vent like and or you can check up on each other like maybe like once a month but not every day, not every few days, like that's too much because
it
you
is.
know where the conversation's going to go, you know it's always going to be like okay, like how's your mom doing or like how are you doing and all this stuff, and it just brings back all those heavy emotions,
Yeah,
and this is
no,
why you guys broke
exactly.
up in the first place.
I feel
So
like I have to be fake, and I have
you
to
need to
ask
tell
her
her
about
you need
her
to tell
mom
her
all the time.
exactly. And because you know that like talking about it and like asking how like she's doing and then listening to her talk about her problems, you're not 100% there. You can't like 100% be like I am like 100% supporting you. I'm all there for you. I'm here and like everything. Because you can't do that, then don't put yourself in that situation. Create that distance. You need to be like, okay, we can like honestly, we can't keep doing this. We can't keep texting every single day. We can't see each other this frequently because like it's you're back to where you started. So I
It's
think
just so hard. Like,
I
how do
know, I know.
Well, no. Like,
Yo,
like
Eli,
here,
look at someone else's look at someone else's picture because I need to
I know it's
sell
so
Alex this
hard and
picture.
it's easier said than done because
What?
I'm not in your situation and like you have so much to deal with already and it's so hard to do this after a 3-year relationship. But like you have to figure out in your own way,
Alex, look
how
at
am I going to create this distance and like you need to do it. You need to like no matter how hard
What
it
the
is.
fuck?
Yeah,
Who's that
that's-
bitch?
done.
She's so
Yo,
hot.
texted it to me. Hold on.
Yo,
She's
I
on
hit her.
Tinder. Oh my
Yo,
God,
can we hang
she's
out?
so
Can we
hot.
hang with her?
I'm trying to
Okay,
censor it with my
okay,
mouse
I
cursor.
sent the
Stop.
message. I sent my
actually,
number.
so like, it's just
She's just on
one
Tinder.
of the
Did this
craziest
my home.
things is just like
Yo, give her my number.
whenever I do, let's say I talk to my friends that are they know about all this whole situation
Me.
or whatever. It's just I get so I'm so
right,
I'm
though,
just
you
like
right.
that type of person that's just
There
so
you go.
caught up in that like idea of like is
She's so
everything
hot.
okay?
What the fuck?
And it's
But that's
just
what you're gonna
so
keep thinking. You're gonna keep
No, I
putting yourself in
know.
that situation if you keep talking to her. Whereas
No,
if
I
you
know.
kind of like put some distance from it, then you're not gonna think about it as frequently. Like of course you're still gonna
You
worry,
download it?
but
Download
just
it,
remember
pussy.
that the most you can do
I'm gonna
is
update
like
it.
pray for her, is like send your regards every now and then, but not constantly make yourself worry about what's going on. Like
No,
that's just gonna drive you crazy.
Wait,
and
let
that's
let
the
Eli
thing,
let
guys,
let
like,
Eli talk
you know,
next.
playing
Yes.
with
Yes.
you guys or just
Let Eli
talking
go.
with
Let
everybody.
Eli go.
Thank you.
But like,
Thank you.
but then
Okay.
there's like there's like days where you know where everybody calls
Dude,
everybody
go for it.
or
Just start talking.
But like
or
that's the
like
thing, Eli or Tyler. It
or
doesn't
like
matter.
or like
Doesn't work.
everybody just starts like interrupting
doesn't work.
everybody and I just sit there and I just like, well, no one cares about what I'm gonna say because they have their own other things going on in their lives and I just like I don't want to burden anybody else, you know? I'm that type of person
Oh,
that's
wow.
like I don't want to burden,
Everyone's
other
that type
people
of
with their
person,
stuff.
though.
I'm like
No,
that to the max.
Some
I know
people would be
that
like, yo, fuck you.
I know that a lot of people are that type of person, but like I feel like mine and Maddie's relationship is like kind of still just like a hey, that's just kind of a cog in the machine type thing. Like I'll find somebody else.
But I
It
want
doesn't
you.
I don't
I
matter.
think
want you to
so.
make me feel. I want you to tell me what exactly is going on in your relationship.
But I know that's the thing, and that's honestly, and I'm not gonna lie, one of the reasons why me and Maddie broke up is because she constantly got on me for the fact that I never talked about my feelings with anybody.
That's just
And-
so hard. That's just so hard, though.
No,
Like,
no,
as
That's
a
not
dude,
fair.
It's
as
not
a
fair.
dude,
Colin,
it's
It's
so
not
hard.
fair.
Bro.
It's
That's not fair at
Colin,
all.
No, it's so hard.
Colin, you don't know about Tyler Power Hours, and I'm just saying.
Hey.
I love him, but I hate him at the same time.
Yeah.
No,
I love him, but I hate him at the same time.
I don't,
See,
but
that-
I have a very difficult
that-
time expressing my emotions as well.
That is the issue I always kind of like ran up against is the issue of like, oh, it's Tyler Power Hour. No one's gonna take me seriously. So why?
That's never a
Wait,
thing.
I had
No,
the same nickname. I had the same
you
nickname.
can Eli, you can
How?
Eli, you can say that right now, but the way I think of it, because everybody thinks of it as like kind of a big joke. And
It's a meme. It's a meme because it's a
and-
routine, not because
it
we don't
is,
take you
it is.
seriously.
It is
Yeah,
a meme. It
exactly.
is a meme.
Oh,
it
Riku
is
has
a,
another thing to say, by the way.
It is a meme because
It's not a meme because like we don't understand the problems that you're dealing with. It's a meme because you go over the same problems every time. It's like I don't know how to fucking explain without being an
It's just
asshole.
because it's a normal thing. Like it's like a part of like drinking routine. Like when we get
Yeah,
together like
like,
this,
that's
like
why
it,
I
because it's
fucking-
because
when
it
I- when I
happens that we
texted
make a
with
joke out of
Daniel,
it. Not
when we had that Tyler Power Hour with Daniel, I texted you and I was like, "You're brave for fucking saying this shit." Like I would never fucking give you shit for fucking talking about your problems about in that matter. But like I want you to know, like I want you to talk about those problems at the same time as like I want to hear about your problems, but like I'm not the best at addressing them, and that's in that situation.
No, and I know that, and I know you guys are always gonna be there to at least like listen.
No, who here has cried when drunk about talking about their parents? Because I have.
A million times, dude.
Dude, I love my mom so much.
I have
She's so great.
literally written an entire script, an entire story about that entire situation. So,
Dude, one time my homie was like, me and my homie used to, we would drink
who
a
wants
lot
to take a
at my
shot?
house.
Who wants to
I
take
have
a shot?
no
Oh, I
more
want to go to
alcohol.
sleep.
I'm
Go to
gonna take
bed
a
then.
shot.
Gee.
I'm gonna take a shot. So,
Me and my homie were talking about how
And get wait, we had a shot poured.
I have
I
one
took that
poured.
shot. I took
so-
that shot.
Oh.
Matt,
Yeah,
pour
me too.
one.
I guess I'm
don't
just not
have
telling my
any
story.
else. Yo, tomorrow.
I have nothing
If
else to
Anthony
drink.
wants to drink tomorrow, I don't want to pour any more shots.
I won't
Okay.
be home until like
Tomorrow?
1:30.
Elijah.
That's why I'm not.
Suck my dick.
Everyone shut up. Eli's gonna
Alright.
do what Riku said.
All right, Colin, go.
No, Eli, go.
Eli.
This is Riku. I'm sure your parents are proud of you having such important people in your life. Even if you can only talk once a year for the holidays, your time apart won't erase the 18-ish years you spent together. He got your age right, by the way. And it
Oh, I
just
thought
shows
18-ish months. No,
years.
no years. Oh, JK.
Years.
I'm 24.
And it just shows how their child is now an independent person living his own life. I'm sure the last thing they want is them holding you back and living your own life. Not spending as much time for your parents usually isn't as bad as it feels.
I'm not necessarily worried about what my parents feel like what I'm doing right now. I'm more or less worried about like what I'm doing as like a person. Like let's say like, you know, I have Eli, I have Matt, and I have Stevie as people that are about to stream with me. I'm more worried about whether or not they're okay than I am if I'm okay. You know, because we're
You don't think that's selfless enough?
I don't know.
The fact that
I
you
don't-
worry about other people like at all, that's
It's
already like
so empathetic. It's
Yeah.
like you're
I'm
a
not gonna
very
lie. I don't worry.
empathetic person.
I
Like
don't know. I just
Yeah, that's insane.
you give too much.
I
like,
mean,
more than you
I worry.
get. You know.
I worry about. I mean, I know I only mentioned Matt, Eli, and Stevie, but like,
But see, the thing that you're even
like
thinking
I worry.
about it. Like,
I worry about all of you guys before I worry about myself. So like,
no, that's huge. You're way bigger than me. I want you to know that. You think way more about other people than I even think about. That I even.
Yeah,
try
Matt's
to
an
think about
asshole.
it. Yeah, I'm a fucking.
True.
I'm selfish as shit.
True.
Like, to be fair.
Yeah, we know.
like
Yo,
I'm not
Matt,
gonna
we
lie.
have the same headset, by the way.
Like I'm not
What?
gonna lie.
We have the same headset.
Like I know,
Oh, this
I know,
is
I know. This is like
Colin.
a weird.
This is Ron's. I know. It's Ron's.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
Ron.
I know this is. I know this is a weird request, but like under the circumstances, it won't happen. But like, I just want all of us to just hang out. Like, I just want Alex. I want you to just drive down from Arizona to California.
Oh,
Who the fuck
who's that? Who's that?
Who is that?
Is that her?
Is
Is
that
that
the
the-
one?
Is that the titty bitch I sent you?
Don't worry about it.
I'm way too scared to use Tinder right now.
Me too.
okay.
Just fucking run it.
But
Honest to
Tyler,
God.
so the next question is though,
90% of everything.
after
95%
everything
of
that-
everything is nothing.
All right, Ashley, what do you guys say?
the next
Sorry.
question is though, after everything that we talked about, and I know like obviously it's your life, like what we had to say is just like our opinion, but are you like what are you gonna do about it? Like are you gonna listen, are you gonna make a change? Are you gonna like after all this that we talked about, are you gonna keep doing what you've been doing and just like because it's
So-
like easier or comfortable, or are you actually gonna try to like make a change or like do something different to
So
like,
so
fix this.
far, the comfortable, I'm using air quotes. The comfortable thing for me to do is like just play whatever I want. Ignore the emails or text messages or whatever from Maddie or anybody else. But deep down, I feel like I could definitely help with like whatever structural job needed, quote unquote.
You can always help. You can help everyone in the world.
See, that's the thing. I don't know what I can do. Like tomorrow,
I already told you what to do.
no, I know you did, but like tomorrow, because I've already been like a higher tiered person in the building that I'm at, like the people that are still currently still in those positions are already asking me like, hey, can you come in and like help out? And I'm just like, in my head I'm just like, no, I don't want to do that.
You're a
because I
yes
wanna-
man.
because I
Oh
wanna
yeah,
sit
you're a
at
yes
home.
man.
But of course, yes.
Oh fuck,
I'm-
you're a
I'm-
yes man.
I'm a yes man when it's just like,
Suck my
like-
dick.
Yes,
well,
daddy.
no, it's not even a yes man. It's more of like, hey, this is the only opportunity you're gonna get to make this amount of money. Why not? Without
not
me,
true.
without
Wait,
me,
no.
no. Hold on. Without me being like fucking like jumped up to another fucking level in the warehouse. It's not gonna happen. I guarantee you guys.
I was
Well, if you're thinking
talking about the
just
future.
warehouse,
Okay, so
then that's one thing.
the thing is, you're very career based. It seems like right now.
No, it's not career based. It's more
It's
of
monetary based.
It's more. Yeah, there you go. Monetary.
Alex,
Kick
stop.
ass.
Alex,
So,
we're streaming.
Look at that ass.
That's a nice ass. though.
so I
That's
Her
understand.
name's Alex.
That's hot.
It's a
The
Her
trap.
thing
name's
is-
Alex. Wait,
The,
her
the
name's
thing
Alex.
is,
Alex, stop it.
I have that conflict. Every
She
single-
says she will beat me in Super Smash Bros. I don't
that's a
fucking-
lie. I'll beat
probably
the
true.
fuck out of her in Super Smash with Melee.
Alex,
the
give
fact
me,
is
give me control of
That
your.
I
fucking
fight with
thing
that
and I'll
every
message her.
single weekend. Do I want to either make
Wait, I
money
didn't match with her.
or
She
hang out with
doesn't
you
find me
guys? Because
attractive.
you guys only do things on the weekend, and I only work on the weekends.
Can
Wait,
I?
what? Say it again.
Hold on,
I have to fight with that every single
Before-
weekend.
Colin. Before you continue, if you guys ever, I know this is a weird
You
thing,
gonna throw up, dude?
but if you ever, like,
Is this PG?
if you ever
Just trying to make it be.
message with Medi, can you let me know?
For sure.
I've
Alright,
talked
yeah,
to
bro.
Maddie on a
Wow.
on
Wow.
an individual
That's very
basis
cool.
once, and it was about something about you, and it was like a gift or some shit like that. It was
No,
like
I know, but I'm just
a,
saying,
like a year ago.
like if you're ever using like Tinder or Bumble or whatever,
She's not in my range.
Ah.
like
my
if it does happen,
No.
please like just let me know.
I don't think
I
you
don't
got
think
anything to
that's-
worry about.
Yeah. I don't think that's.
It doesn't matter. Just like if it
Okay,
First
does
of all,
okay,
they
yeah,
probably
Let
no
me know.
offense, but she knows
Let-
what they all look
okay.
like.
Okay,
She's not
Tyler,
gonna
we
lie
will.
about
As
We will.
I will,
Yeah, yeah,
100%.
We will.
And as someone who found out that their ex significant other is dating someone,
Riku's got the right thought.
it sucks. Letting you know right now. I found out my ex was dating a guy when she was in Germany, and I was like,
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get
Fuck.
some water.
Yeah, good call, good call.
my
Well, I mean-
Thanks, Riku.
goddamn
I mean-
heart hurts. This sucks so much fucking
I mean,
cock. Oh my god, I just got
technically-
dicked in the ass.
Technically, Colin.
But you know, you move on.
Technically, Colin, you don't know about this, but like there was this like that fucking German girl.
I thought she was Austrian.
whatever- Austrian girl, whatever, from forever ago, that I like super absolutely like. I don't know,
Okay.
sweet Caroline.
This- My ex started dating another dude, and I was like, oh, I see.
Same, dude. Same.
And I was like, ow.
See that's why like doing like talking to Maddie
Ow.
is kind of like a fucking like
And that's why you should
Like a-
stop
like
talking
a-
to her if
like
you
a
think you should move
fucking
on.
like a fucking gymnastics
Because the
thing,
entire
because,
time we
like,
were talking to each other. And I was like, oh, this hurts a lot. And I wish I kind of knew more.
we'll
but-
see.
You know. I think full stop is the best way. At least for me. I get attached very easily. That's
Same.
just
We'll
who I am.
see. We'll see. My
I get very
dumbass.
attached very easily, and I'll just latch on.
We'll see. My dumbass
getting
decided
tired.
to just do this. Ready? Yeah, come over. Sure. Let's watch movies.
No, I get it 100%. You're like, oh yeah.
So
Hey,
I don't know
person
what's
I used
gonna
to
happen.
enjoy fun times with, and
I
used
don't
to make
know.
my heart happy. Let's do that again. Yeah. I'm searching some endorphins right now. I need some dopamine.
Even though
yeah.
you
Our
agreed,
breakup. This is what our breakup was.
Everybody drink some water.
So,
Riku. I've been
we
drinking lots of water.
we
Thank you
went
for the heads up,
to
buddy.
we went to PF Chang's. We hung out. We talked. And then right after PF Chang's ended,
Alex, turn your hat around. You're like a
we got into Maddie's car. We drove to my neighborhood, and then we parked in my neighborhood and we talked.
Alex, take the hat off. You look good.
I got out of her car, and then once I got out of her car,
Okay, Alex, put the hat back on. Oh my god.
once we got out of her
sorry.
car, we just sat there and we just kept talking about everything. And you know, I stupidly gave her my house key and going like, "Oh, you might need it. Just if anything happens, just keep my house key." You know?
during the breakup.
Yeah.
What?
It was
Man.
like it
You
was
guys
like
are
an-
broken up. You don't do that when you're broken up. You do it when you're
Alright,
together.
well,
Like,
it
hey,
was-
did.
yeah.
Honestly, it was
Paul,
it was,
come over,
it was
whatever.
like it was more of a mutual breakup where it was like, hey, I honestly
need
can't
Dr. Phil.
personally
we need a Dr. Philip here, dead
I
ass.
can't personally deal with the things
Dr.
that are going
Philippe.
on in your life, and I know I can't deal with the things that are going in your life, blah blah blah
As
blah.
long as you told her that, it's
Welcome,
fine.
Bad Andy.
New to Phoenix.
Even if you didn't tell her that, as long as you do tell her that, it's fine.
Wait, how come you said a few days ago that she broke up with you?
She did.
You just said it was mutual. Like,
She initiated it.
I mean,
She
it was.
initiated
I mean,
She
it was
initiated it,
mutual,
but
but
then
she
she-
started it.
Yeah.
Oh, Carla. The fuck?
There's-
position.
There's a difference between like, you know.
Oh, we're
you know,
breaking up,
her-
and oh, hey, I think we should break up.
Yeah, exactly what Colin said. Like,
gotcha.
it's more of like a, hey, we don't really match that well together. Maybe we should break up. Versus, please don't break up with me. I love you way too much. Blah blah blah.
Gotcha.
And I'm
That
on
makes
that
me
end.
so sad. Hearing
I'm
that
on-
just makes me sad.
I'm on that end. Like, I love her way too much than I feel like she loves me. To the point, like, see, that's the weird dichotomy that's here. Like, I know we've been talking about this for hours, but like, I feel like this is the weird dichotomy where it's like I feel like I love her still way too
Oh,
much
Yeah.
than
no,
she loves
100%.
me.
It's because
and
nothing's
that
changed.
and that she
The dynamic in you guys' relationship has changed very minutely, and there's been no real differential from what's happening now and what has been happening in the past. So you can't really.
Did I
tell
tell you
anything.
guys about how we had an argument about how she thought that I didn't care about us breaking up and I was just already moved on?
Nope.
Okay, one. What the fuck?
That happened.
talk
That
this-
happened.
She can't talk anything about that shit. Like, what the fuck? Y'all broken up.
All right. Well,
Don't know how. Don't know
I'm
how
sorry.
it
I'm sorry to
happened
drop
be
this
up.
all on you on like 4 in the morning. You know.
no.
Don't know how
Honestly,
happened to
I
be up
feel like.
in-
Sorry, Matt. Go.
I was reading
No,
fucking bad
He's just
Andy.
reading Bad Annie's.
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, Tyler, I feel like the way to go at this point, but it's not realistic. I feel like it's just not possible in your situation, would be to cut ties and just stop talking to her completely and just be like, I can't do this. I think about you too much. I like care about all of your everything that's going on in your life too much right now, and like like the fact that there's even like that you guys are talking, like it gives you the opportunities to be like, oh yeah, like come over, oh yeah, let's hang out, oh yeah, come on, like let's go do this.
Oh, come over.
So
Let's have sex
completely
sometime.
putting
Yeah, man.
distance and not talking to her at all would be
See,
like the way to
that's what
go.
I'm. That's
But
what
I
I'm
feel like that's not
fucking
possible.
scared
So
of.
you need to find that middle ground, like the in between, like how to like talk to her less frequently, but enough to where like you can still care about her. But that's
See
gonna be
that.
even harder.
Alex,
That's
I
what I'm.
fucking hate you.
Wait, can you hear me?
You just
Yeah.
blocked me.
That's what I'm trying to fucking like get her to understand. I'm trying to get her to understand like,
I
hey,
keep forgetting.
you need to like push yourself to like hang out with other people, and
Alex,
I need
what
to
the
push
fuck?
other people because if we keep like not just hanging out with the same people, but like we keep doing the same shit, like none of us are gonna fucking move on in what we
Yeah.
want to do.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
but then
is the same fucking department, which is fucking film shit, you know?
okay, yes, but then that's where okay, you can't just tell her like, "Oh, you have to talk to other people." You have to initiate it to where like when she wants to talk to you, you also have to say no. You have to learn how to say no to her. And
It's
like
so hard.
I
No.
know, but
Yeah, it
it's
is hard.
nothing's going to change.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to change unless you like put in effort to make a change. If you just keep doing what you've been doing, nothing's going to be different. You're going to be in the
Yeah.
same situation. You're going to be hurting the same. Like nothing like your relationship's going to be the exact same except with a different title. And that's not what you want. That's not going to help you in any way. So you not only do you have to tell her like no, like you need to go talk to other people. You can't keep relying on me. You have to be like no, like you can't, like we can't hang out, like no, you need to stop texting me, no, like I'm not gonna like talk to you right, or I can't talk to you right now. So you have to cut it off from her to where it's also forcing her to like reach out to other people because you said no. Whereas if you just tell her, okay, like go talk to other people, but then she knows that you're gonna say yes if she asks you to like hang out, or if she can vent to you or something, you're like you're like her like a side hoe almost, like you're gonna say yes if she really is desperate, not desperate, but like if she really comes down and asks you because she doesn't like want to go to anyone else, you're her number one choice, and
Yeah.
you're gonna say yes,
I get
then
it. Yeah.
that's not changing anything. That you're back to square one. So
It's like you're
unless
keeping
you
each
do
other on the hook.
exactly, oh yeah, you need to get yourself off the hook. Like if you keep if you don't make a change, like yeah, if you don't make a change, unfortunately, nothing's gonna be different, and everything that we told you and we talked about tonight is pointless pretty much if you don't like try. Like I know it's hard, I know it's gonna be hard, like you're gonna be sad, you're gonna be like going through a lot of emotions, and we're here to talk to you. Like we are seriously here. You just have to tell us that you want to talk to us. But like we said, if you don't do something different, then it's like what was the point of all this, honestly?
And I know you have a lot of anxiety about her coming over tomorrow, and I know it's something that you agreed to, but it's never too late to be like, no, actually, I can't, or this is not something I want to do anymore. Like, you have a lot of anxiety about it. If having the same amount of contact is something that's damaging you mentally, and if you ever want to talk to her, it should be like you should feel okay about it. So you shouldn't like force yourself to meet with her if you're not gonna feel good about
I
it.
want to say, Riku, thank you for caring about our health. I appreciate it, my guy.
Riku's the guy.
Riku is caring about us right now.
I'm just gonna say, just like, it's it's just crazy how it's just like when it comes to thoughts and like how certain like episodes quote unquote should go.
Did Matt just get back from the store?
I really
Bad news.
really do.
No way. What, he walked there?
No, he just came
No,
with a
that would take
bag.
way too long.
That's just trash.
Yo, you're trash, Matt.
Yo, you know it.
Don't forget your garbage.
Yeah,
Don't
where'd you
forget-
go?
Don't forget your garbage.
I only all remember that.
Okay, everyone take a drink of water at the same time. Go.
I was already doing it.
I spilled more on myself. I've been spilling.
Now I'm
on
about to
myself.
take this shot.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
Stevie.
You're fucking
How's it
mad
going,
black.
Stevie?
Oh, so good.
Stevie's been AFK for.
No, I mean, like, honestly, I don't know what the fuck I would say. Like, everyone's hitting at all the points that are necessary, and I would just be reiterating everything.
No,
That's weird.
but
And I can't formulate any thoughts properly.
Don't worry, I feel the same way.
okay,
That's
but
me all the time.
I want you to say something. What do you want to say?
I don't know what to say.
Exactly.
What do you think you should do, Stevie? Do you have any
Okay,
advice?
thank you.
Everyone do
That's
your
really
stretches.
helpful.
What?
Stevie, I think you're
Do
hot.
stretches.
Yeah. Do you have any other advice?
I think tomorrow's the
Yo,
perfect
Alex, that's
time
my line.
to
What did I miss? By
take
the
the
way?
advantage of saying no to her.
Oof.
I think tomorrow is
True.
literally the perfect opportunity because it's coming fresh off of this conversation.
How much of
that
this
we've
you'll
been having.
remember is
That's
up in the air.
only problem.
And
So
say
that's
you're
it.
practicing social distancing. I see that. Yeah, I get that.
This
Oh
smart
yeah,
guy
whoa,
right
whoa, whoa,
there.
why are you guys hanging out? Social distancing. Hello.
Say you have coronavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait,
don't
you
know
guys are
where-
supposed to hang out tomorrow or
Yeah,
today?
make her feel better.
Yes,
What?
today.
No.
Tyler,
tomorrow.
no. You should be practicing social distancing. You don't
Yo,
know where
let 'em
she's
know
been,
everything
like-
we just talked about, and then just fucking lay it on her real quick.
Just show her the stream.
Yeah,
Show her the
I'll
mod.
text.
Yeah, send her a link to the
That was
pod.
a
A
joke.
4-hour freaking conversation. 3-hour conversation.
She's a great lady.
We
Hey,
like her, but
chill.
listen.
Hey.
Listen.
Hard dish to sell. Am I right?
Listen.
That's a throwback.
You know?
Tyler's fucking dead. Look at him.
Come to my
Tyler, you
island.
okay?
Tyler, please.
Tyler, you good?
Is his camera on? Is that actually Tyler?
Tyler, can you wave?
You give me a
Wait,
nice
his
little
camera's broken.
shake
Oh
your
yeah, his camera's off.
shimmy.
What's
I
happening?
thought he was stuck. I thought he was
I know, I
actually
didn't
in
see
that
it.
position. I was like,
Oh,
oh my
yes.
god, he's actually dead.
Tyler.
I'm watching the movie Bad Andy posted.
Wait, I don't want to take this shot. Why'd I pour
Alright.
this shot?
Time to read off Riku's thing. Make sure you
think I
all get
missed
your
the shot.
nutrients for a healthy immune system. Especially nowadays, it's preferable
guys,
that
take your
medical
vitamin D,
resources are
I just
conserved
took
for
my
people
vitamin D.
suffering
Oh,
from
I'm so
severe
proud of you.
health
Wait,
issues.
how
Look,
many
food
units
is
do you take?
so hot.
It's
How many
50
units?
Can I get a yes?
50
Why
How
would
many-
you
say it like that?
milligrams.
'Cause it's
50
in.
milligrams.
No, 50. Okay, that's good. Micrograms.
No,
I got my
50
vitamin.
milligrams.
Milligrams. Okay, because yeah, you want to take. Yeah, that's the perfect amount. Good job.
I missed half the shot.
That's
and
the
it's
good
all
shit
over
right
my
there.
desk.
Is that vitamin D?
Hell yeah, it is.
How many micrograms?
It's
No,
10,000
milligrams.
IU. It's
You
huge.
take 10,000?
No,
I took
that's not.
this night.
It's not an
see.
everyday thing.
No. Okay, I was like,
see.
I have heard that it's nothing bad will happen to you up to 30,000 though.
So you
yeah,
can
but
take
you
3
shouldn't
in a
take
day?
that. You shouldn't.
You should take
uh,
3 in a day?
No, you shouldn't
That's-
take.
I'm so fucking hungry.
For
right
you,
now.
you
mad.
should take
I'm opening
between
my ports.
2,000 and
It's-
5,000.
Oh,
I usually
it's
take
almost
5,000.
5 a.m.
Yeah, 5,000's fine, but
Yeah,
anything
but for
more-
coronavirus, I gotta get strong. I need that strong D.
Late.
No.
It's pretty late.
I was like on the track
Yo,
to
it's
get
so
my
late.
schedule fixed last night, and I'm like, oh, I'm going.
I'm
to
still trying to fish.
2 a.m.
Holy shit.
Cool. Now
I'm
it's
ready to
5
go to
a.m.
bed. I have to do work tomorrow.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yes,
It's
yes,
okay. I'm
What
on
you gotta do tomorrow, Ashley?
I have schoolwork to do tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever. Forget about it.
I have an assignment due.
Forget about it.
I have so many lectures to catch up on.
Oh, one thing I've been meaning to do, waiting for the stuff to end. The title of the stream is giveaway, so I'm gonna do a giveaway right now. I don't know.
Hey.
Hey.
So
Hey,
Giveaway
if,
what?
hey, guys, wait.
if
Just
you're
a quick.
followed,
Guys, did you realize that we have more viewers right now than we like for this like talk than
No,
we
yeah,
do
we've
for when we
had
play normal
like
games?
11,
Wait, we actually
10,
have
10 to
more?
11 people watching this entire
We
Except
never
for
have
when I
this many when
do-
we play games.
Yeah, except for me in the morning, dude.
No,
Holy shit! Don't even get me
100%
started.
Your
just
morning streams
chatting.
are the
Just
best.
chatting has been
That's right.
popping
My
off.
morning streams
And-
are the best.
Should we wake up early and
It
stream?
was one stream.
Great idea.
But listen.
It was a hit.
Alex,
It
you
was
should
a
wake
hit.
up and play
No,
Animal Crossing.
Ju-
Animal
the-
Crossing? Fuck.
No, the
Okay.
just chatting section
Somebody
has been
call me in
popping
the
off
morning.
lately. It's like it's like
Yeah,
almost
just
the
chatting's
most
huge.
second
3
most
hours.
viewed on Twitch.
Call me in 3 hours, dude. Holy shit. I'll play Animal Crossing.
Ludwig,
Wait,
Mogul
really?
Moves.
Bet?
Ludwig, Mogul
Bet.
Moves.
Yeah, if
Ludwig
I
is
wake
like
up.
an up
Wait,
and coming
call me
you
in
actually
streamer.
3
watched
hours.
Ludwig? I was gonna ask you that, but like we were having that whole power hour thing, and I wasn't sure if I fucking should ask you about
The
it.
power
Yes,
hour.
I watch
Me?
fucking Ludwig, dog.
Yeah, I
Fucking
like
any.
that.
Yeah,
I
my
like
doors are
that.
open. Where
Any.
you at?
Intruders
Any
in chat. Intruders in
TikTokers
chat.
in chat? Any
any
wonders?
wonders?
We're gonna play some Uno
It's
for a couple
TikTok
hours.
time, everybody. TikTok
Random
time.
Steve
TikTok.
Ray.
I think Ash is gonna go to bed.
He's no Mizkif, but he's pretty cool.
This is good enough.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'm a
friends.
Ludwig.
sleepy time.
Wait,
This was fun.
follower.
I
I
like
don't know where
this.
Tyler
We should do
went.
more of
Follow.
these.
We
This is
should.
good.
Tomorrow night, drink again.
Random
Yeah.
Steve
Actually, how about you
Ray.
actually drink?
I
you
will.
fuck?
Bring me alcohol and I'll drink.
Bring me out, motherfucker. Get yourself alcohol. Go outside for once, you fuck.
Yo, we're all
do
in
go outside.
quarantine.
Boy, my E's go fucking go,
You guys are on
Okay.
lockdown.
I'm
so-
doing this for the first time ever. The giveaway timer has
Bring me
started
What do we have to chat? What is it?
Just-
for
Stevie,
viewers.
if
Anthony
you
will be
bring
part
me
of
a
this next
box of White
conversation.
Claws, I will drink.
What about
Oh,
Yes.
Actually, go get your own White Claws. Where's
Mods
your
will
car?
not
I don't
win.
My
understand.
car's
He
at
makes
school. My car's at my
margaritas.
apartment.
Wait, why'd you just leave your car at your
I
apartment?
got a
That's
ticket, baby.
ridiculous.
I have free parking there.
I'm in
Ashley,
this. I'm the only one.
Ashley,
No.
margarita.
What?
You-
I'm
yeah.
in
It's probably
Margarita.
so
Guys.
gross by now.
That,
No,
no,
Ashley,
that's
your car's
that's
always
not true.
I don't want that.
Where did
You better
Tyler
throw it
go?
away
I was
then.
watching the video when he left.
If
Where
I
did he
come
go?
over and it's still there, I'm gonna be very upset
Okay.
because I know you like to keep things around even though
do.
you won't use it.
I do. I have Smirnoff Ice that's probably like 6 years old.
Then fucking
Well,
drink it.
Yeah, just
pussy.
drink it.
6
Get
years old?
Get a
Is that what he
12
said?
pack of claws
I'm
and
searching for
down it
friends,
in
Alex.
one
That's
night.
what I'm
I wanna see
saying.
how you get.
Someone,
I'm
I
at my
don't have my
horse, dude.
car.
Get yourself fucking claws.
I
Have
don't have
Rybro
my
get out
car.
and get your claws.
Let's fly.
I will only
He's
drink
working
if someone
tomorrow.
brings me White Claw.
Is he 21?
Yes.
Eli,
He's gonna come
drink,
home.
You piece of shit.
I hope that the person who
Riku, you can
giveaway still here. Probably not though. Forgot the name.
Riku should be a mod.
If no one,
Riku,
Riku should be a mod.
Riku should be in this channel right
Riku
now
should
talking
be
to
a
us
mod,
about
honestly.
about the
Discord.
feelies.
mod.
He doesn't want to talk.
I know
wanna
he does.
hear
He,
his
he doesn't need it.
feedback.
Wait, Riku, do you want to be a
If he
mod?
doesn't want to talk, that's fine. But like, if he wanted to,
But like he's here all the
Jeez.
time when we're doing things.
Riku, you
No,
want
but
want
you
Take
mod?
It's
cheers. We're taking a shot.
cheese. I don't have any fucking alcohol with
I'm
me.
I have like
hungry,
one
and
shot
I
left
really
in this
want
bottle.
McDonald's
I
or
don't
Taco
have
Bell.
Nothing.
Holy
Fuck,
fucking
it's time to
shit,
go to
bro.
sleep.
It's sleepy
Uh-huh.
time.
You take the shot and then close your eyes.
And
I'll take a
never
shot to my
wake up.
fucking dome and go
Dude,
to bed
Riku, that's
forever.
all we need. I'm modding you right now.
Yeah.
I don't really care. The
Hey.
only
We always forget about that shit.
What do we?
Honestly, Riku, you're
He's gonna be
responsible as
mod
fuck.
now.
Wait,
Riku, you're mod.
You changed the game
You have been modded.
category for me? Holy fuck.
That's hype, dude.
This fucking piece of shit right here.
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
Wait, is my game capture fucked?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
it's been Orville. All right, here we go.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know
about
where you are.
Okay.
20 minutes.
Good night, friends.
That was
Fuck,
good.
we have to
Good
wake
night.
I'm
up
glad we had that
tomorrow.
conversation.
We have
I
to
hate
wake
that
up.
part.
But
I hate that part.
I hate waking up.
my
Alright.
cat's gonna wake me up at like 10 a.m.
I
Nice.
know. See you guys all in a few
Fucking
hours.
fear.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Ashley, call me in the morning. I'll
Yeah.
wake up and stream.
No, you won't.
Bye, Ashley.
That
Will you
means
really?
Ashley has to wake up.
Alex, will you really?
No,
Yeah, if you wake
You
up
can
in
no longer
Ashley,
enter
why would
the
you want to
raffle.
wake up
it's
for that?
Because I have to
literally,
do work, so I'll watch
But
you
not in
stream while I
3
do work.
hours.
it's literally just
No.
Alex in the giveaway.
What about 9, Alex?
Yeah, it's me.
How about
What
9?
do I get? 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
In 4 hours?
What? What the
Fuck.
fuck?
What's
He said
wrong with
8
you?
before. He said 8.
I don't know what Ashley's deal is.
I mean, fuck that.
Okay,
going-
10,
I'm waking up at
11.
I'll
noon.
go up at 11 if you want.
I'm waking up at noon, dog.
Actually, you know what time it is?
Okay, I'll do 10:30.
It's TikTok time, everybody.
Okay,
TikTok
Alex,
time.
I'm calling you at 10:30.
Fuck.
Any TikTokers in chat?
11?
TikTokers?
He could do it himself, Ashley. He's a big boy.
Yeah,
Alex,
I can,
11.
but I'm not.
11?
So,
Make Alexa call yourself
Just
or
pick a
something. I
time.
don't know.
Alex,
that
pick a
was
time.
joke. I don't want to.
Okay.
Alright, you should do it now.
I
Ashley,
wonder if I can
just
have
stream by yourself.
Alexa
See you,
call
Riku.
Oh, hey,
Bye,
Tyler.
Riku.
Bye,
Thanks
Riku.
for contributing.
Oh, hey, Tyler.
I
Bye,
appreciate
Riku.
it.
Wait,
I
is
don't know if-
Riku
I think he was
leaving,
just
or is
saying bye to
Riku
Ashley.
saying bye to Ashley?
I think that's what it was.
Oh, that might be
Yeah,
it.
bye,
That might be it.
Ashley.
Bye,
Get the
Riku.
fuck out of here.
Okay.
Okay, Ashley, don't
What
fucking
did I
be
miss?
so bastard.
Don't call me in the
Uh,
morning.
not much.
I'm not.
Ashley's going to bed.
Don't call me in 3
Good
hours, because I
night.
will wake up and I will stream. And
Can
will
I call you
not
in
be
3 hours
happy.
then?
Oh,
No, I
then
will not
hell
be
yeah,
happy.
dude. Please do it,
You
Ashley.
won't be happy.
Just do it and then go back to sleep.
I won't be happy.
I'll call you at 11.
No, you won't.
Well,
Bet.
he'll be wide
Bet.
awake.
I will. I will. Yeah, go ahead. Try.
No,
Matt,
I'll
where
be.
you at, dude? Holy shit.
Okay,
I'm
bye.
on
Dude,
the
waiting at this
bro.
Bye.
airport for so long.
I
Huh?
already
Fuck,
came,
bye,
bro.
dog.
Bye bye.
Wait, where you at, dude?
I'm on your
this-
island,
Bye,
bro.
Stevie.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, come to my fucking main building.
Tyler, you good?
It is.
Did you
Tyler.
run past me? Did I miss you?
Yeah, I ran straight past.
Hey, Riku, I'm sending
Tyler,
you.
good?
I don't know if you have this
You
game or
that
anything,
drunk,
but
my
I'm
guy?
sending you a Steam game right now.
Wait, I won though.
There he goes.
Holy shit.
Wait, I won though.
He's fucked.
Wait, what did he say?
You said, I'll give you
about good night.
Riku, I've sent you a Steam game. It's all yours.
And then he left.
Wait, what game?
I don't know why.
I don't know.
Calling your hat makes me want.
It's
cane.
Tumblestone.
Yo, I feel that.
Canes?
Yeah.
Dude, we just lost
Elephants.
half our viewers
know.
since Ashley left, I swear.
That's insane. Wait, no, we had 8.
We
Not
had,
half.
we had 11.
10.
We had 12 at one point.
We had 12.
11, and most
I
of
think
it
we had
was
13
us.
actually.
Wait, we might have. We might be honest.
This hat, by the way,
We
Matthew,
might be on some-
is
Everyone knows
Chang.
what the feeling is.
Chang beer.
24/7.
Yo, I got a frog. You want a frog?
Wow,
Chang
Kalthik, you're the
beer
winner.
From Thailand.
Where you at?
I'm on the right side of your island.
Don't call me.
East.
Kalthik won a random Steam game.
Except
Fuck.
I sent it to
Kalthik,
Riku
fuck
instead.
you, dude.
Damn it.
Wait, is that even the
Yo,
account you were
no.
using?
Yo, give
Did
us
you
the
sign in
fucking-
onto a different account to get the giveaway?
Me?
Oh no, that's just the one you
Same.
use.
It's just,
It's
I
It's just
changed
a
mine.
strange username.
I don't
It's
remember
game,
why you
I
changed
didn't-
the account.
Yeah, I don't know either. I was like, oh, I can change my username. And I was like,
Wait,
okay.
did you just give it a Riku?
I gave him Tumblestone,
Yeah,
little indie game.
yeah,
A game
me
no
like
one's
that.
ever heard of. Nice.
I've heard of it.
Wait, what game?
Yeah, because you fucking own it. You cunt.
Tumblestone. I don't own it. Well, I own the key. I might own it. I
No,
don't know.
you
I don't know if I have it.
No, you don't. Yeah.
No, you
Riku,
don't.
I don't understand.
What
I
don't you-
honestly don't understand Riku.
What
He's too
like,
good to us.
Shut
I-
the fuck up. I don't understand Riku at all.
Don't call him
I-
Rico.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Hey,
But like,
Riku-
why is he still
Riku's
here?
been
after all
here.
this?
It's
For
like
us,
6
How did
years.
he
It's
come back?
insane.
I don't understand. It doesn't make any
Riku
sense
has
to
been
me.
here. Riku's been here longer than I have.
Yeah, that's a
no,
fact. Like
like,
like
for
two,
sure,
two,
like,
3 times as
wait,
much.
That's insane.
Like what the fuck?
5 years,
and
10 months.
I don't
Oh my
understand
God.
What?
I don't
Dude.
understand why. What?
It's
How?
insane.
How?
Riku, where do you live? Like
I think
what
California.
country? What state?
Yo,
You
I
in
have a
Cali?
pufferfish. I'm out
I think
here.
so.
Riku,
I don't know,
we'll
but
fuck,
that's
I'll,
insane.
dude, I'll fucking meet you, dude. I'll fucking go get some canes or some shit with you. Like, in and out.
Bro, let's go
fucking-
get canes. I want to go get
Oh
canes
fuck.
with Riku.
Let's go get canes with Riku, dog.
Oh shit, I've only been following for 2 years and 3
Dude,
months.
check
You're
this,
a
check
piece
this,
of
check
shit.
this.
I think I started
Fuck.
streaming. 2 years-
Gollowage.
Yeah, Gollowage. You fucking piece of shit. Look at you.
10 months.
You're the same.
Hell yeah.
Yo, it's almost half of what I've been following.
Fuck you. It's almost a fifth. Not a fifth. Almost a fifth of what Riku.
I've known them like 4 times as long as I've been following.
Like 5 years ago, we must have been so fucking cringy.
I met you guys.
And it probably-
is.
I don't
met
know. I
you
don't know if it got
guys
better, but
in about October, November of
Oh, no, it
2018.
didn't, because we fucking stopped streaming for a while and we just came back.
Yeah, and that's when you guys weren't streaming. When you guys weren't really streaming that much, that's when I met you guys.
Riku,
October,
how have we
November
changed?
2018.
We probably haven't. That's the thing.
Did you not use Twitch
Riku.
because we stopped streaming?
What fucking city are
I
you
actually
in? Let's
wanna
fucking
know, Riku, who do
let's
you
fucking
follow?
link up.
He
Get some
already
canes
said.
or Chick-fil-A.
He said
He said California. That's not
No,
a city. I mean, the
no,
city
I'm-
of California is a thing.
I wanna
but,
know who he
no one
follows.
lives there. Actually, it's a
Is he actually like?
it's a
Wow.
deserted city in the desert.
You trying to catch just big fish right here?
Remember Eli used to
Sorta.
be yelled at all the time.
Sorta.
You remember,
That's
right?
me now. I resumed Eli's role.
There's always room for me, though.
Yes, I'm the one that everyone's like, get out of here. Fuck you, bitch. That's me. I hate you. That's me now. I don't care. I don't cry at night.
False. I know you cry at night.
Yeah, that's for a different reason though. That's because I'm extremely alone. I don't have a dad.
Shut up.
Damn it, dude.
I'm gonna get so immune to that shit. I'm gonna beat COVID.
Dude, fucking do it. I bet you won't. I'll just make it dirty and
I
hard.
say bet I won't.
Bet you
beat
won't.
COVID.
No, bet you won't get immune to it.
Yo, bet I will.
Yo, I'm already immune to it.
Alright, yo, it must be nice being able to have a dad to talk to.
Yo, I don't.
Your dad teach you how to shave? Mine didn't.
No.
I didn't.
Mine
What the
didn't.
fuck?
Yo, what the fuck?
Mine was 6 feet
Mine
under when
didn't.
I started to grow facial hair.
Yikes,
Yo,
dude.
my dad was
You
in
know why you say it
California.
like that.
All right,
Yo, at least
Riku.
you know-
I
at
think we're
least-
gonna head out, Riku.
At least, at least you knew where your dad was. Mine was just
Getting too real.
underground.
Remember when Eli used to be yelled at all the time?
Yeah, he
I
deserved
remember.
it though.
Kind of.
Okay, bye.
I think that's a good real end of stream. All right, goodbye,
Sorry, it's not
Riku.
catching it for
Bye,
sure.
Riku.
I
Yeah,
can't
Riku.
believe you
Bye,
stick around so
Riku.
long.
appreciate you.
are the
Yeah,
best.
You're the best.
You're like.
Where's my
Spotted,
Steam game though? I've been here for a while.
Fuck off. You can have the snowball in like 4 years.
Ah,
Yeah, I'll
fuck.
give it to you a
I
little,
can't
little later.
wait. It doesn't even
Epo
sound
can
that
turn
good.
iPhone
It really
into
doesn't.
Mac slash P.
It's
Are
got
you
some
using
use.
your phone, Eli, as a webcam?
Yes.
It doesn't look that bad. It
Fuck.
looks kind of better than mine though.
That's nuts.
I can just.
Well, first of all, your
Alright, we're done.
screen's frozen.
What?
True,
Yeah,
true.
yours on fucking.
Wait,
All right,
I'm on the
final
beach,
goodbye.
dude.